It's time. It's time. All right, we go now to the place where heroes dwell, the place where those glorious champions of death and valor go to dine forever in the mead halls of Odin. We go now to Valhalla. Welcome, Vikings. Here we are at the end of time. I'm excited. I'm so excited for you guys to be here. What up, YouTube? I'm here with all my Valhalla warriors. I don't know. I'm really hyped. I'm really hyped. I'm glad to be back in D&D. So welcome everybody. So here we are in Valhalla, and our adventure starts where better than in the actual mead hall of Odin. We go to the hallowed hall, where you warriors all dwell and have dined for up to you how long, I guess. We're gonna find out about that. So let's waste no time and go inside and see these warriors. The greatest of all warriors dwell here in these hallowed halls, and you all amongst them. Of course, Valhalla does not discriminate. If you are a great warrior and you died in battle in patronage and homage to the Valhallian gods, to the Aesir, then you ended up here. That means that you could be orc. That means you could be human. That means you could be a fucking weird half bird man. Doesn't matter. They're all here because they all died in glorious battle, and so did all of you. So amongst the mead hall dwells these great warriors, and which great warrior will go first? Who will proclaim their name, their glorious death, and what they look like? No one? I thought you were all Vikings. No one cares to be known?
Absolutely.
All right, we'll start over with you, Knut Iverson. Please tell us about yourself.
Newt stands as an average, Viking 6'3". He's a big lad, blonde hair, ponytail, shaved sides, wears a huge polar bear hide as a cloak. And Newt will proclaim himself as not only a warrior but a cider miner, wizard. And I died in battle with the Jotun, stealing their secrets, and came away from that with knowledge of runic magic.
Ooh, very cool. So there we are. I think I've picked a great one for you, Knut. That'll be your mini going forward.
Okay.
As you are in this mead hall, what are you doing? Are you arm wrestling, feats of strength, drinking, being sort of grim off in the corner? What do you think Knut is doing?
I'm having a drink and eating because it's party time until it's bloodletting time.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it is early in the day, so there hasn't been any sort of fightings and dyings and then rising agains yet. So yeah, you're dining, you're eating, you're having a little morning sup. So who's next? Who else is in the hall?
I'll go.
All right. Let's hear about you, Brynhilda.
Brunhilde. I'll send a picture in the chat.
Nice.
Got a little inspiration. She's very fierce warrior who reaches into battle with nothing but a pike and a little bit of half plate. She wears the furs of her kills and in life. She had been brutalized by men one too many times, and so she created a clan of warrior women, just women, and consistently had to defend their territory for the men who were very upset about this clan of women who kind of made a little home for themselves. So that's her claim to fame, and she died defending her home.
Incredible. What race of creature is Brynhilda?
She's human.
She's human. Right on. Right on. Right on. Right on. All right, we gotta find you. And a little bit of half plate. And a pike. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. But in the meantime, what is Brynhilda doing in the halls of Odin?
Um, Maybe she's sharpening her pike. Yeah, she'll
Oh, yeah.
get the doing that. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Just sharpening the pike, keeping ready. Okay, I think I know. I think I've got a cool mini here. We'll use this one. I don't have exact minis, but I think this one's cool. It's got a spear. And there's half plate. All right, fantastic.
Oh, and she goes by Bryn for short.
Bryn for sure, got it. All right, Brynhilda, another of the most famous warriors who died in this hall, stands ready for the afternoon. As everybody knows in Valhalla, there's about 3 things that happen around here. There's feasting, there is combats to the death, and then there's coming back to life tomorrow to do it all over again. That's pretty much what happens around here, and everyone loves it. So you're all getting ready for the afternoon's murders. Who's next? Which Valhallian warrior wishes to go next?
I'll go.
All right, Gale.
All right.
Tell me of yourself.
Yeah, so Gale is a half orc, about normal half orc size, probably a little over 6 foot, not quite as tall as the what was his name, Newt, and fairly stocky of build. But unlike most people here, he's not wearing a whole lot of clothing. He has some rags loosely draped around his head and neck, and then sort of over his body, just kind of enough to cover the sensitive bits. His one shoulder and the one side of his chest and his arms are bare, and they've been painted with kind of a green phosphorescent war paint. And as he stands, the one really noticeable thing about him is that while he's standing, he's kind of ever in like this swaying motion. Almost looks at times like he might fall over, but he never quite does. And as he's standing there, he's also just kind of, it looks like he's not even really present. Like he seems to be daydreaming or whatever. He's kind of, staring at the floor off into the distance real blankly, no expression on his face, and just, continuously chugging and slurping from his bottomless mug of ale.
Fantastic, fantastic. All right.
No weapons or anything.
No weapons or anything. All right, I think I got the good mini for you. That's not a stick. That's not a war club. I don't know. It's a big piece of meat. Who knows? And yes, you're there. You're feasting as well across the table from the imposing Knut and the intimidating Brynhilda. All right. Very nice. Who's next? Which Valhallian warrior shall be next?
Give it a go.
All right. Grilla, tell us of yourself.
Grilla is large, maybe even compared to our other folks here. She, for, deep, probably black fur lines this bugbear. Very much at the beginning of her life, was just like a mother at one point, focused on protecting like family, whatever semblance of that existed for her, until some group of something came and she found herself defending her family and loving the fight more than she loved defending the home and hearth and just started going out, finding bigger challenges, continuously overcoming them, whether with like forcefully won grit and intellect, and then climbing over and over, and eventually finding herself near the end of her life, hoping for one last honorable battle with the newer, stronger warriors that were coming up around her, and found herself directly through the eye on the end of one of their blades, finally succumbing to a challenge that she could not beat.
All right, very, very cool. And what is Grilla doing in this Hall of the Gods?
I like feats of strength. You mentioned that offhandedly.
Yeah, absolutely. What kind of feats of strength?
I don't know. I think it's like the funny little comical one. I'm like benching a table with a dude on it.
Oh yeah, all right. You're benching a dude, and they're like, everyone's like, "Oh, Grilla's at it again!" And you're over there like, "Ugh, make me an athletics check."
Yeah. 36.
36. Okay. You fucking just put this big table up, no problem at all. And everyone sort of claps you on the back as you complete this great feat of strength. Others attempt to do the same, but you are amongst one of the strongest in this mead hall, and none can compare to your might. Take inspiration. All right. Who else do we have? Ingrid, tell us of yourself. Good warrior.
So, Ingrid is absolutely parked by the pork. And is probably like carving off slices with her dagger and eating it. Like she's probably has like one of her legs across the table and is looking absolutely lackadaisical. Her dark hair comes down in waves with a blaze of white that kind of starts here and moves back. Her skin is kind of olive colored, but she has really, really pale eyes. She is built like Michael Phelps, kind of. She's 6'1", broad in the shoulders, but not thick. Mm-hmm. And while she's dressed in furs, she doesn't appear to be wearing any armor. Part of what she has is kind of hanging down. You can kind of get the idea that she might actually put it up over her face when she fights. Mm-hmm. On her hips are two ridiculous long swords. Mm-hmm. Nice. And she's scratching the ears of one of the hounds that I'm sure are in the hall because
of course.
Because what kind of hall would it be without hounds?
That's absolutely true.
She, the English, the English, bless their hearts, assume that everyone is like them, and so when they lured and she's the daughter of a clan chief, so when they lured the men out to deal with something in the outer villages, it never occurred to the fuckers that the women knew how to fight. Mm. And so when they attacked her village, where she was, and they actually surrounded it, she was able to put the pieces together. And at the end, she held the door, like she stood in the frame and held the door, and was able to meet the men coming at, slaughtering them from behind. And she literally died in her father's arms as he killed the last foe. He lost count of how many fell to her blade that day.
Very nice. And what race of creature is Ingrid?
She is a human.
She is a human. All right, let's see what I got for a human warrior such as yourself. All right. So many ways. I guess I'll give you. And you have two big ass long swords, huh? Big dual wielding long sword type. I'll give you.
Yep.
We'll do this one. I don't know if it's exactly as you described, but it's got a big sword. So, and it's sort of got that Michael.
Close enough.
All right. Got that slender, strong build. Incredible. And Ingrid, you are all at the same time, a leg up on the table, cutting pork from a roast and scratching a dog at the same time. Very impressive multitasking skill that hasn't quite been developed by Norway at large. Very impressive. Okay, and last but oh no. Brandon, go ahead and tell us what you made.
So, Ryan Dolthirson. He's around 6'5" on a good day. He is a simple man. One who has seen the best and worst that this world has to offer. When he was alive, he spent much of his time carousing in taverna, playing games. But he was a warrior through and through. When he wasn't playing games or carousing, you could find him on the battlefields of the Nordic continent. He has conquered many a foe, all in service to his god. For that is what guided him, what gave him the luck to succeed, what made him the greatest warrior to ever be known. After accomplishing a life of conquest and valor and faith, one day that faith was not returned. One day his deity did not protect him or his family. And on this day, he vowed with his dying breaths, as enemy barbarians were to slice his throat, that he would have his vengeance in this life or the next. And as he stands, like I said, about 6'5". He has black, very kind of shoulder length hair, middle part. He has a mustache and a goatee. That's it. And yeah, he's very strong. And he looks absolutely stunning if you look at him. He doesn't look like he could take too many punches, though.
He's also the only level 21 PC. It's really weird.
That's not true. So yeah, he from time to time has been known to engage in these skirmishes with you all. He is quite a fierce foe, and he doesn't really like to mingle. He sits over in his corner eating his mutton and drinking his mead because he couldn't be bothered with actually having to get up and talk to someone. He would rather sit there and let them come to him. So there he sits in the corner of the mead hall, sipping his mead and awaiting for the next conquest.
I regret putting this one shot together already.
You gotta kill that guy.
Really? Because I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that was was very cool.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we have Ryan with us. I'm glad he's just here.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
guys. I've got this.
Listen, if there's one guy I know it's not going down, it's the new definition of DMPC.
Yeah, I guess so. This is the weirdest DMPC I've ever had. Okay. Okay. Sure, take inspiration just for creativity, I guess. I don't.
I love you, man.
And also, it's me because I'm the most powerful being in this universe.
Brandon, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
Hell yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Hang on. Let me think. What was I doing?
You derailed this whole game.
I just.
Game's over, guys. Get the
Okay,
hell.
so you guys win. You did it. I'm God. You killed me. I'm done.
Next one shot, we all make Ryans.
No.
Oh my God.
no.
Whoops, all Ryan.
I'll be Ryan.
Oh, what have
Bart.
I done? What have I started?
What have you done? There will never be another one shot.
Ever.
This was a mistake.
As long as I live.
As long as I live, I that's the vengeance. That's the vengeance.
Yeah.
Okay, so this band of great Valhalla warriors, whether it was in life or their spirits, rose themselves up to enough prominence and power, whatever it may be. You are all simply the greatest warriors in this hall. Not Ragnar Lothbrok, none of his sons. No other warrior in this mead hall can compare to the might and valor of you six. You are indeed Odin's most popular, most famous, and most brutal warriors, for there is not a warrior at this table who has fallen in the many battles of Valhalla since your coming here in spirit. And indeed, on that fateful day where Ragnarök happens, you certainly will be called to Odin's side, to his left, to his right, to fight alongside him at that fateful day. But that is not today. Today is just another day in Valhalla. You guys are still the coolest warriors of the lot, the most intimidating, the most glorious, the most greatest warriors here, the strongest, and yeah, there's plenty to be done and plenty to see. And as you all sit, your very good friend who knows you all well and would dine and party with none other, Thor, Odin's son, approaches the table. You see the glorious god of thunder and strength arrive, Mjolnir strapped to his hip, his great red beard and lightning sort of sizzling from him as he walks. The great and mighty Thor, the greatest warrior of this hall, steps forth to greet you all. I will say, you guys are the best warriors here, you six, and surely know each other well. Do you think you guys are known by a name? Do you think this group is known in this hall by a certain designation, perhaps?
No.
Brute Brigade.
The Brute Brigade?
I kind of dig Brute
Done.
Brigade.
Done.
The Brute
Done.
Brigade, I like it.
It sounds like I couldn't say it after 3 drinks, which is my favorite team name.
And I'll tell you what, guys, there is no stronger or more delightful ale than the ale that flows through this mead that flows through this mead hall. So let's have a round of con saves and let's see just how drunk and belligerent you all are in this morning. And I don't want to hear any of you saying I didn't drink this morning, because you're Vikings.
What?
Drink this morning.
Anyone within 30 feet of me gets a +5 to this save.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Being drunk
That's
is
all
kind
of
of
you,
my
that's all
whole
of you.
thing. It's a win-win for me.
There we go, it's all of you. So con saves.
I think
Let's
it's
see
the
it.
highest save I've ever rolled.
That'll be a 36 for me.
Okay, 36. DC's 30, by the way.
Yeah, I rolled a 17.
Yeah.
No, you rolled a 22.
Right.
Oh.
So I got a 22 as well.
I have achieved exactly 30. Thank
30.
you, +5.
Okay, I'm thinking I didn't sleep last night because, like, if it's morning, the only way for me to be that drunk is if I've just been steadily drinking all night.
Possible.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is divine liquor,
the-
dog.
Like, it wasn't a 1, it was an 8, but I only have a +3, so at an 11 and the DC is 30, like, I figure I'm schlitzed.
A 30 is good. So here's the deal. Anyone who rolled a 30 or above, you guys have like a comfortable buzz. You've been working hard at getting that sort of alcoholic edge on. But you're not quite where you want to be. Perhaps it takes a lot for such warriors as yourselves to get drunk. You guys drink with the likes of Thor. You got to be able to keep up. But anyone who rolled below a 30 is definitely drunk. Is like. Not like belligerently so, but is like where they need to be drunk wise. You're like feeling good. You've hit your sort of stride. You're hitting the wave. It's great. And anyone below 20, which I don't think is anybody, is just belligerent. Oh yeah, I thought.
Yeah,
you,
I got 17.
11. I had an 11.
17, 11. You guys are fucking wasted. You guys are wasted. But like, this is Valhalla, and you don't have physical bodies, so you don't have like the bad effects of alcohol. But you guys are fucking drunk, and it's great. It's great. So Thor, Odin's son, certainly the glorious of the gods, approaches your table, and he says, "Brute Brigade, it is good to see you this morning." And he will sort of slam Mjolnir down on the table. Of course, the table smashes and collapses into a thunderous, like, bit of ash, and all the food sort of rumbles off. Thor's a bit of belligerent himself, and he goes, "It's good to see all of you this morning. So, who is going to be fighting first today?"
Brynhild will stand up.
Brynhild, Drila, Gaila. Good. You are all such great warriors. I'll be excited to see you fight. But before this fight, shall we see if you are ready to take on these lot by taking on me? Arm wrestling challenge.
Arm wrestling.
You think you can take Thor, Odin's son, in the arm wrestling challenge?
You can totally take him, Brynhild.
She'll wink at him.
And
Yeah.
he'll kind of like wink back at you. Maybe, I don't know, it's up to you. Maybe you two have a little thing going on. His wife might not like you. And he goes, "All right." And he sort of goes to the next table and pushes whatever Valhalla warrior out of the way. And he goes, "Bam!" He goes, "Bring it here."
I will bring you here in a rage. Bonus action rage.
You go into a rage. All right, make me an athletics check at advantage against Thor, Odin the sun, the god of strength.
Well, 17.
17. He goes, and he starts to pull you in this direction. He's a strong god. Roll again. You have advantage.
26 this time.
26. He goes, boom, and he slams your hand over. Unfortunately, he did roll higher than you.
No worries.
Bam! And he goes, and everyone goes, but everyone sort of pats your back, Brynhild, for there is only one person that you could fail at an arm wrestling challenge to, and that is this man and this god. Only a god could defeat you in an arm wrestling challenge, and there's glory in that in itself. But he sort of like pats you on the shoulder, and he says, "It doesn't matter about the arm wrestling, it only matters where you plant that pike."
Yeah, she'll accept her defeat gracefully and give him claps him on the back.
Yep, claps on the back, and he says, "Fantastic!" And he picks up, or he doesn't pick it up. Of course, he puts his hand out, and Mjolnir slams into his gauntleted hand, and he says, "Well, I have much to do on the mortal plane, but hopefully I shall see your bouts later." And he will, with that, snap his fingers, or he'll take out a horn, he'll call, and you guys will hear as two goats come riding in on a chariot, and he is going to smash through the wall of the mead hall. He mounts up with Mjolnir at his side. He says, "I shall see you later, Valhalla warriors," and they all, "Valhalla, Thor, Odin's son," and he, the goats smash through the next wall, and he goes flying out to go down to the mortal world to do something. Is there anything you guys would like to do here in this mead hall?
Come back.
What's that?
Got a new table.
A new table, yeah. You guys all This is pretty normal. You guys all just like sort of plant down at the next table.
I'm going to just kind of like wander through the aisles, but in a very like swaying, unsteady manner, kind of bumping into people along the way as I go.
Absolutely, and everyone here obviously has sort of like a war name that goes with their names. So Gale, you're known as Gale the Drunk, and they go, "It's Gale the Drunk, come drink with us," because everyone knows that though you are the easiest to get drunk, you don't usually win in the drinking contest. Despite this, you're undefeated in drunk combat. And it is truly an impressive drinker. You are a phenomenon amongst the Valhallian warriors here, and they pat you on the back, they welcome you over, they put ale in your hand. Very excited to see you. And I will say, Brynhilda, I'll give you your name because you just arm wrestled Thor here. Your name doesn't come from feats here in the mead hall. It comes from your feats. Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of somebody else. You were the Shiva. What will we call you? What will we call Brynhilda? Brynhilda the Iron Arm, I think, will be what your name will be. Brynhilda the Iron Arm, for there is no sharper lance in all of the hall, none thrusts greater than your pike. You are Brynhilda the Iron Arm. Incredible. Because you arm wrestled Thor and you didn't get your arm ripped off, and that's always cool. Incredible. What else? Who else is up to stuff here in the mead hall?
I think I've started like a half-drunk, ill-mannered card game.
Incredible. Yeah, you get out some cards or roots. Ooh, what is that one really famous sort of Viking game? They use stones, I think. What was that? Does anyone know what that game's called?
It's been a while. My brain said Mancala, but that's a totally different thing.
Yeah, I think Mancala is Africa, but that's what I was thinking too.
Viking chess is Taffel?
Tap, I think, or it was a dice game or something. I don't know. It's okay. It doesn't matter. But you start playing some games, Grilla. Okay. Fantastic. So you played a card game. So Grilla, why don't you roll me some checks? And fear not, these checks are not the main proficiency of anyone in this hall. So first off, roll me a deception check, roll me a intimidation check, and roll me an investigation check. And these will constitute how well you do in your card game.
Deception, just rolling them one by one. Deception is going to be a 16.
16.
Intimidation is going to be a 26.
26.
Last one was investigation, you said?
Yeah.
That one's only going to be a 17.
Only a 17. Okay. So I will say you guys are playing Orlog, which is actually a dice game, and it's a very famous Viking dice game. So you guys are playing a little game of Orlog, and with a 16, 26, and 17, you are definitely going to win. You're going to beat like the other 4 guys who are playing you today. One of them, this big brute Valhallian warrior. Hang on. This individual stands up. This broad warrior who wears sort of like a red cloak. His name is Eric the Red, and he says, "You cheated. It is the only way you could have beat me 3 weeks in a row, Grilla." And he takes out his axe, and he raises his axe up and slams it into the table. How do you reply?
Do I cheat or are you a fool? And I take out like this piecemeal rapier blade big enough for my hand, and I smash it into the table.
Okay. I'll tell you what. He looks at that, and he looks at you, and he's going to try and punch you across the table in the face. He's going to attack recklessly. He rolls a 23.
He does hit.
He does hit, and this guy is going to. It's not worth it. The damage isn't worth it. It's not worth it at this level for barbarians. He punches you in the face, and you kind of just kind of take it, but you don't go fumbling or anything. He's strong, but you're stronger. What do you do?
Ooh, hey, what's the consequence for murder in the meat hall?
nothing. There's no consequence. This is Valhalla.
Cool.
This is what
There-
happens in the mead hall.
There is no punch back. It is just the unsheathing of the blade across the chest.
All right, maybe an attack roll.
Cool. I'm gonna make you 3, dog.
You have it. You could make it an advantage because he punched you recklessly.
Cool.
Oh,
Got you. My first attack. Oh man, new character sheets are always hard to.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool. And that first one was with advantage. I'm gonna make the other 2 just while we're here.
Got it.
Only the first one that gets advantage, right?
They all get advantage.
Cool. Just for good measure.
Just give me the one attack. Just give me the one attack.
That one's gonna hit too. That's 27.
Okay, so these are okay. Give me your third. Yeah, give me your final one. Give me that round.
Sorry, I feel like doing this.
No, do it.
And that one's a 25. So
Okay, Eric punches you in the face. You kind of take it, and you sort of maybe like spit a tooth out of your mouth because he's strong. And you take your sword out of the table. You slash, and then just like stab him in the chest. And he falls to the ground dead. Yep.
fool it is, and then I push him off the blade.
You sort of fucking push him off the blade. You unskewer him from your blade. He falls to the ground, dead to the ground, and all the warriors sort of and sort of pat you on the back. One guy, the other two start fighting. You want to add something?
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy. Grilla.
And everyone fucking goes apeshit for this. You slew Eric the Red, a very famous warrior, but none as famous as you in these halls. Grilla, your war name is Grilla the Undefeated, because even when you win in games and accused of cheating, you'll win the fight that happens after. Incredible. Grilla the Undefeated. Okay, what about, who else? What else is going on in the meat hall? Nothing? Ingrid? Ryan?
Yeah, she's probably enthusiastically watching all of this, but she's also watching. I feel like she's probably newly dead, and she's sort of getting the feel for things. And she's very drunk, very drunk.
Got it. You're very drunk. You're looking around, a little intimidated by the massive assembly of individuals here. And you, my friend, are going to be approached by one of the gods. I just gotta go find the one. Who is it? Who's approaching you? He's dead. So he can't approach you. You're going to be approached by this beautiful woman. Absolutely gorgeous woman. She has long, sort of slightly curled red hair, beautiful, perfect skin, but also strong as a shield maiden ought to be. She has thistles and other sort of like a little crown of various wildflowers and thistles and such. Just the most beautiful woman in the hall that you know to be none other than Freya, one of the most important goddesses known. And she sort of approaches you and she goes, "Young Ingrid, you are new to the halls of Valhalla, yes?"
She'll probably stand because it's her god. And that seems appropriate. Stumble, pull off one of her swords and stick it in the ground and kind of steady herself so she doesn't fall face first on top of Freya.
Right.
I am drunk and not hungry. All is well.
Yes, you belong in these halls, and you should know, Ingrid, when you died, when you fell in battle, Valhalla's halls rang with your victory, even now. And she puts her hand on your back and she says, "Warriors of Valhalla!" And all of you sort of turn and look to regard Freya, because of course. And she says, "Remember now the valor of Ingrid the Shield Wall!" And all the Valhalla warriors go, "Ah!" and let out a big hearty yell, and you know that you are honored in this hall, Ingrid. and that you have a war name, Ingrid the Shield Wall, the one-woman shield wall. And she says, drink and make merry. I will be excited to see your battles later. I heard your prayers in life, and I expect to see your valor in death.
I look to show you.
Skull. And she'll have a drink with you. Incredible. Ingrid the Shield Wall. Okay, who else is up to stuff? Who have we missed out on? I think it's only Ryan. What are you... Oh, and Knut. What about you two? Are you two up to anything?
I'm gonna be. It's very low key, you know, the stuff that's broken, you know, from Thor smashing his hammer into it, goats busted in the wall. I'm just gonna put the pieces of wood back in place, and then ice is going to form bridging across the broken bits, as mending latches, and then as the ice melts away, things are back to whole again.
Got it. Incredible. So what is it? What is the word that you? It's a seer or a seer, yeah.
Cider.
Yeah, seer. So that is obviously going to be your ward name, Knut Iverson the Seer. For there are not many who use the power of magic to gain their glory. There's not many here, and so you will be distinguished in this hall for those sort of powers you possess. Not only regarded with great glory, but also with fear, for magic is not well understood by warriors such as and as you do this, people watch in spectacle as you mend the table back together, and they just sort of awe at your power. Incredible. All right, Doltherson, what are you doing?
Ryan Doltherson is most likely watching the festivities, feeling the warmth of the mead flow through his veins. He sits, acknowledging all the warriors. And he stands up. He walks to the middle of the mead hall. And he says, I am entirely too bored. Won't there be a Viking to stand up and face the grand Ryan Doltherson?
Okay, all right. I'll tell you what. Of the warriors that are still alive in this hall, we will roll to see what a great hero approaches to entertain Ryan Doltherson.
Brynhilda.
Oh, Brynhilda's got it.
shit.
Okay.
I was gonna go out too. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you guys can all.
I'll take
Yeah,
you all
We can all,
on.
yeah, we all get up.
Come on, come on.
We have to beat up Ryan again.
Okay. Oh shit.
I didn't take Tavern Brawler
oh.
for no reason.
Oh, I will say this about Ryan. He's kind of made a reputation for himself in the Mead Hall as you can fight him, but also when you fight him, he takes it far too serious. He almost it isn't a game to him. It's a way of life.
You can't kill what's already dead, and someone needs humbling. So let's go.
Damn, that was a fucking line. Gee, take inspiration. God damn. That was... Woo.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, me? Double?
Yeah. So it sounds like Grilla, Gale, and Brynhilda all arrive to entertain Ryan.
All three of you, then?
You're gonna try to take all three of us?
I mean, if you want to do it one at a time. That can also be sufficient.
You presume. Oh, goodness. If you prefer, I'll fight alongside you. Get more of an equal fight.
I just thought we were all going to beat up the guy asking for a fight.
Oh, or we just fuck him up. I don't think you're gonna fare very well, Ryan.
The Dolthorson name has faced odds much more surmountable than 3 granted gifted warriors.
All right, well, here we go.
I'm actually not going to be explicit about the fact that I'm joining. I'm more going to like stumble in seemingly accidentally.
Hell yeah.
God, I get kind of caught in the middle of the fight.
Right.
So does that mean that Gale's just sort of like fighting everybody?
Yeah,
Ryan,
Fucking mosh pit.
he's definitely
Fucking
going to
mosh
be fighting everybody. But
I love it.
yeah, for the moment, he's just like
A third faction.
it doesn't look like he's engaging yet. He's just sort of stumbling ass backwards into this brawl that's about to happen.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
my
Got it.
God, incredible. So in that case, these two like fierce warrior women stand up and they're like, all right, we'll put this man in his place.
Yeah. I
You
dap
see,
up Brunhilde.
you see Ryan. He kind of unsheaths this beautiful yet terrifyingly sharp sword. You know, it's a Viking sword, but it's long, and he kind of brandishes it, and it almost seems like it cuts the air with the slightest move. Like, and then he like pulls the shield off his back, thumps it to his chest, and he says, "Then do the honors, fair maiden."
My pleasure. Bonus action rage.
Yeah,
All
also
right,
rage.
all right. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. As everybody turns to watch this spectacle, we'll just take this as a sort of like, the sort of shield maidens versus Ryan versus Gale. Sort of 3-way combat ensues. So here's what I'll do. Here's what we're gonna do. We'll start with the obvious. I want everyone to roll an athletics check. You can all rage, so you can all get advantage there if you wish to.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get plus 1 and
20.
My rage has an effect, so I'll take that whenever you want me to do it.
okay. What's the effect?
I fire out a streak of lightning for damage.
Fuck yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, but yeah, let me get those totals.
I got 19.
Is there damage? There's damage done from the lightning.
Yeah, it's only like 1d6, but yeah, when he activates rage, he's like surrounded by this like stormy winds or whatever, and lightning fires out at one target.
Go ahead and add that d6 to this check then, if that's the case.
Nice.
Okay, what did Dolthorson get?
28.
Nice. What did Grilla and Brunhilde get?
32.
Oh, nice.
32. What did you get, Brunhilde?
28.
28. Very nice.
yeah.
And all right, what'd you get there, Gale?
23.
23. Okay. Next check. We're gonna make a specialized Constitution saving throw. So I want everybody to roll. Actually, it's not a saving throw. Just roll me a con check, and add a d12 to it. Flat con check with a d12 on top of it.
I got 30.
30.
I got 26.
Things aren't looking so good for Ryan.
No, they are not.
27.
Grilla, so is it 3v1 right now, right?
It's
No, it's
2 versus 1 versus 1.
2v1v1.
I got 28.
28. Don't ask me how I'm gonna figure out how this all works out. Well, I'm pretty sure I need-
2v1v1. Oh, because okay, Grilla and I are
He's
working
not on
together.
a
You're the
side.
only-
He's just
yeah.
fighting.
There's 4 people, and you 2 are the only ones who are working together.
Interesting.
All right, last check. I'm gonna let you guys pick whatever skill that is, something that you would use in your combat situation. So, like if you guys multi-classed into rogue, maybe that's stealth. If you're a monk, maybe that's acrobatics. If you're, a wizard, maybe that's an arcana thing. So I'll let you pick based on what the combat situation is. I can suggest one if you want, but everyone's allowed to pick their own skill, as long as it's related to your combat style.
I'm picking a fun one.
Oh, would Grilla and I get advantage on these checks because we're helping each other?
No, you're not, because one of you isn't standing providing the help action.
like
that
that.
one's fighting independently.
Damn. Felt
But
like
you're... Yeah, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
All right, can I use my inspiration to reroll that last check?
Yes.
Oh no, it was a failure.
Oh,
I can
man.
choose or no.
No, you don't get to choose. You gotta.
Oof.
Or I'm not sure. What are you doing, Lucky? You get higher of the two, or
Oh, I do have lucky, so I'm just gonna reroll that bitch again. This is now important.
okay, go for it.
Well, all your lucky points in the first.
We're probably gonna get a long rest, right?
Ah!
Oh boy.
Whenever you roll an attack roll, but you spend 1 luck point, additional d20. You can choose to spend. Roll luck points to roll the die, but before the outcome is determined, you choose which of the d20s you use.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Gale, what skill did you use and what did you roll?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't quite roll it yet. There we go. Now I rolled it. I rolled a 20 and I used performance.
20 for. Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense. 20.
Okay.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, what about you, Doltherson?
I rolled a 22 with intimidation.
All right. What about Grilla?
Yeah, with perception, specifically pinpointing weak points and fighting styles, I got a 25.
Hell yeah. And what about you, Brynhilda?
After all of that, I got a 17.
A 17. What skill did you use?
Athletics.
We'll roll something other than athletics. We already did athletics.
Oh. Intimidation. It's the same mod.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, let's see. Now I get the very weird job of determining who won this fight.
What this all means.
So I
yeah,
think what you got to do is add Grilla and Brynhilda's together.
I am. Something like
Fuck
that.
yeah! Fuck yeah!
Something like that.
If that's what you're doing, I have something that might be helpful. So
Okay.
I don't know if you saw or not, but I said in the chat, I have the Tavern Brawler feat and Grappler feat,
Okay.
which I was planning on. I would have used.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Tarmal and grappler feed. That's sort of your fighting style. I don't know if we're gonna.
Yeah.
Okay, it's noted. It's noted. Okay, so this is what happens. I'm gonna take it skill at a time because I'm not like I'm not a supercomputer, but I'm gonna try my best. So, you guys break out when just pure athletic skill. Ryan goes up against Brynhilda, and it is an even match. Grilla and Brynhilda sort of like nod at each other, and Brynhilda starts fighting Ryan. The two of them are completely evenly matched when it comes to raw physical strength. It is a test of might, and no one can get the upper hand. Ooh, you know what? I'll roll the dice to see who goes fighting who, because you guys are on a team, so that's how this is gonna work out good. So, or I'll have you roll. I'll have you guys roll, and this will sort of, and you guys will have a clear advantage because you're on a team. So, my drunk friend Gale, why don't you roll me a 4, reroll on a 4 to see who you go after with your athletics, who you end up challenging.
Oh, sorry,
you-
was it me?
Yeah, you're
Oh.
Gale. Or you can decide for yourself if there's someone you want to go after. 3. Okay, you end up going after Ryan. So Ryan's going after Brynhilde, and then suddenly Gale comes out and just like, punches him across the side of the face. And in that challenge, Ryan does win that athletic bout. So Gale, you are defeated in athletics against Ryan. So that is 1 failure for Gale. Okay, so which does leave the 2 of them to fight Ryan, which means Ryan is defeated in in sort of an athletic bout. He can match Brynhilde, but with the assistance of Grilla, he is far overwhelmed. That is another failure, Ryan. And then there's a success for you guys. As far as Constitution goes, this time I'll have Ryan roll. Ryan, go ahead and roll. This is so weird. Roll me a d4, reroll a 4.
Okay.
Or you can tell me who you want to go after with your con. I'll let you decide.
Let's see what I rolled again. Con.
Just pick a warrior. Don't look too hard.
I'll pick Grilla.
Grilla. You go after Grilla trying to match Constitution for Constitution, and though you were evenly matched in strength, Brynhilde's she's got just a little more grit than you, and unfortunately that is going to be a failure for you. So in turn, Gale is going to be going after Grilla, and in this instance, Gale is tougher, and Grilla could take a little more of a punch, unfortunately, which means that is going to be a failure for Grilla and a success for Gale. And that is a...
Just because Gale feels no pain.
Yeah, probably.
Very
Probably. And last is the specialized check. So I'll tell you what. I'll ask you guys, the team. You guys sort of link up. You go team. You team up. Who are you guys going after? Who are you two fighting? Or you can distribute whatever you want to do.
No, if it's okay
Ryan
with
asked
you.
for this.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are going after Ryan.
Yeah, definitely still Ryan. I think Riva and I are just making like the hottest warrior team ever.
Oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
not. This is a repeated team up. This happens quite often.
Yeah,
Okay.
I feel like that feels totally true.
Fair enough. So Brynhilde and Grilla go directly after Ryan, which lends me to ask Gale, what are you doing? Aaron, that's you. So as Ryan is just getting attacked by these 2 warrior women, what are you doing in the chaos of this?
Yeah, I think probably just being like a general physical nuisance, stumbling around. Like there's a lot of, and like Drunken Master, there's a lot of like backing into people and like stepping on feet and stuff like that. So I think just like annoying little things to like knock people off their balance a little bit, misguide blows, etc.
Got it. So then that's what I'm going to say. If you're just sort of targeting everybody, I'm going to say that...
Yeah, he just wants to be part of the fray.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a little luck check here. So in the part of the fray, you are able to assist Ryan well enough that he is able to take down... Who was my intimidation? Brynhilde. So Brynhilde, you do get defeated in this. There's a failure in this for you. But Grilla does finish up and take out Ryan and Gale as well. So at the end of the day, what happens is that Grilla stands victorious atop everybody, having won the battle, living up to their namesake as Grilla the Undefeated.
Hurrah!
Oh, very cool.
Hurrah! But nonetheless, Ryan held his ground. He held his ground pretty well despite everything. So we will say, though you 3 have been slain this day in valorous combat, Ryan will be known as Ryan Daltherson the Bold, because he's not
yeah.
afraid to back down even from insurmountable odds.
That's our boy.
Incredible.
Riot, riot, riot.
Oh fuck. And that is what a day in the life of you Vikings are like. You guys feast, you fight, you die, and you all get a long rest. So everybody hit the long rest button. You all wake up the next day. You survived because you're already dead, and you wake up the next morning. Eric the Red will be your friend again the next morning. Grilla pat you on the back and share an ale with you the next morning. And it's up to you guys how you all feel about each other, of course.
Ryan definitely wakes up. Well, how do we get like reincarnated? Like
Just like in your bed, like you're in your bed
Okay.
in the meat hall somewhere.
got it. Like I think the next morning he wakes up in his bed, moves the bangs out of his eyes, and he says, still here. And he gets up out of bed.
Got it. Got it. So, as you all rise, and you begin to make your way over to, do about your day, continuing to feast and fight gloriously with the greatest warriors who ever lived, you're going to hang on. You are going to hear something most strange. You hear a horn sound off. You hear the ground shake, the world rumble beneath your feet. You know what is upon you, for it is being foretold from the very moment of your birth to this very moment in your death. Ragnarok is here.
Time for war. I'm
You-
grabbing food and putting it in my pockets.
You all are ready. Everyone knows. Everyone completely freaks out. Everyone's excited. Everyone grabs their axes and spears, screams out in valor. Ragnarok is here, that fated day where the gods will fall, the world will be cast aflame, Yggdrasil will fall, the world is going to end in glorious and violent end. And you hope that your great master of the Hall, Odin, has found some way to prevent Ragnarok by now, but it does not matter. You go to your end with great valor and great strength as that horn blows off. Warriors go charging out of the hall. Ah! Ragnar Lothbrok, Eric the Red, Gorm the Old, they all go running out, these great heroes alongside you. You guys are going to once again hear that great horn bellow, and you're going to feel a most strange sensation as it does. The second horn billows out, and you feel, all six of you, your spirits swell with valor, and you are pulled forth to a new place. Don't mind the ad. There's a whole ad cycle they have to do when they blow the horn of Valhalla and stuff. But you guys all find yourselves astride a most curious vessel. You see, wielding the horn, golden eyes, and beautiful armor, you see none other than the watchman guard, Heimdall, with his horn in hand as you are called aboard a most incredible ship in the sea of stars. You feel the splash of the cosmos on your cheek. You feel the howl of the astral winds in your hair, and you feel valor in your heart as you know you go to battle. You've been called to a most distinct place in battle. You stand astride this most curious Viking sailing ship, and you are going to see Heimdall regard the six of you. He says, "Brute Brigade, you are the greatest warriors in all of the Valhalla halls, and I call you here now for a most incredible and great fate for the war to come. Are you ready?"
Ooh.
Born ready.
Died ready.
Incredible.
I have waited for this day.
It's good, good. Says, what is going to happen now is you must do something we never thought would be possible, something we never thought would have to be done, but everything is beginning to be explained. Ragnarok, the prophecy, it all makes sense now. For you go now to slay the mightiest foe that will ever be fought in all of Ragnarok. Thor goes to fight the world serpent, Odin to Fenrir, and you shall bring down the great world tree, Yggdrasil. You go now to destroy the world tree itself, for it has captured Odin in its roots, and Odin must be freed that he may find the key to ending Ragnarok, and the gods may indeed survive this day. Will you go now to slay the universe itself?
Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Yeah.
I must.
He goes, very good. Now be wary. The great demons of down below have been released because of Yggdrasil. Fenrir, Surtur, all of these great demons come forth because of Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil created life indeed, but also created death, and thus Ragnarok itself. To end Ragnarok, perhaps Yggdrasil must fall. We choose you, great warriors, to slay the world tree. Go forth, axes bared, valor in your hearts, and fearless to death. Go now! And he fully jumps off the boat.
Before I jump off the boat and follow him, can I cast?
No, you're supposed to stay on the boat.
I stay on the boat. Oh, I thought we were following him into
He goes, no,
water.
wait.
I was definitely about to.
I catch
The party is so
I was definitely
inspired.
about to.
He won't jump off the boat. He's like, no, wait.
I catch whoever I can.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
I still want to cast Death Ward, so I'm gonna throw that out.
You cast that for it. You guys see in the heat of excitement, Brynhilde goes to jump off the boat, and Karila, you two are buddies. You catch Brynhilde.
Not
Like,
now,
no, not now. You explain. Yeah. So you guys get the sense that this ship has been brought to bear for all of you, that you may sail through the cosmos to Yggdrasil. This ship is going to forge you forth.
Yes.
But yes, Heimdall goes to his own battle.
Thank
He
you.
goes to his own fight.
You shield sister.
I got a little excited there.
I
So-
wanted to jump too. It just got you
Did as
going,
well.
you know. It's,
yeah.
I was ready to
He's
leap
a
off
good
of any height.
speaker.
yes, we all could have jumped, right?
Should
Maybe Heimdall goes, maybe I should have told them that they're
Really? Should he like omit the whole part of like this ship is where you're supposed to be?
you think, right?
You know,
I mean,
Middle management, am I right?
Heimdall was a little excited too. He's a little pumped up too. He's been looking
Rub
forward
his
to it.
temple is like, I really should have seen that.
I mean, you know, like when you run like a lot of people, you know, micromanaging is a bit of a
Got a lot on his plate. He sees everything all the time.
yes. I mean, you know,
Not everything.
obviously.
Not enough to see someone falling off, but he has seen our genitals. That's the nature of his eyes.
Oh yes, that's to be, you know.
That's to be expected.
Onward!
Onward.
How do we drive the ship?
You're gonna see stepping forth. You're gonna see an individual who has been a friend to your party for some time. None other than Ragnar Lothbrok, the most famous of all Viking kings, the most glorious is he. He goes, hello, my friends. It is Ragnarok. It is time to fight at the ends of times. Allow me, if you would, to help you decide where you should fight on this glorious ship. What do you say? Very well. There is 6 of you, and there is 6 important positions to be had on this ship, some more fun than the last. Now, I shall tell you them. The first, of course, we will need a captain. And the captain should be both smart and capable of sailing at sea. We will need a first mate who is capable of inspiring all of these heroes into battle to make the right move. Perhaps intimidate them in the right direction, you understand? Of course, in order to keep this ship running, for surely we are going to face great trials, we will need a bosun to keep the ship running, to keep it patched up and moving forth. And then there are, of course, the weapons. We have 2 of these ballistas. We stole them from the English, of course. They're not ours, we stole them. But we have 2 positions for ballistas with warriors awaiting to reload. All you have to do is aim and shoot. And last, of course, if you look over here, we have a massive cannon of godly power at the front. One will have to operate the cannon and make sure to fire forth. Who would like to do what on the ship?
I can be quite intimidating and persuasive, so
A first mate, it sounds like we have a new Brynhilde Ironman.
I'll captain the ship.
Knut, a fine captain.
Captain Canute.
I feel a lot of experience there from a previous lifetime. This is a good appointment.
Valhalla does speak of a great feat of. I heard that you surfed a longship on a wave at one point. Great stories in Valhalla.
I'll be the bosun's mate.
Bosun, it'll require great strength to be a bosun. You think you're strong enough?
I do.
Now then the bosun you shall be. And that just leaves our weapons. Who wishes to operate which weapon?
I really want to man the big cannon.
Who else wishes to man the big cannon?
I'm sure.
The 3 of you wish to man the big cannon? Well, the only thing to be done then is for there to be a contest of strength to see who is the most worthy warrior to man the cannon. Or should it be perhaps a challenge of wits instead, to see who shall use it best?
Does the ship need a navigator?
Of course not. I'm the
Captain.
navigator. I shall navigate.
Okay.
There's the 2 ballistas still.
Yes, whoever doesn't get the cannon gets the ballistas. So, in order to operate the ballista, one must be able to pick a target well and must be able to aim well with it. So,
That's
we
where
shall
he
make
goes.
this a feat of dexterity, I think, in order to see who aims best. So, everyone is going to take a dagger, and he sort of like stands up against the post, and he's going to say, whoever can shoot the dagger into the mast, but closest to my head without hitting me, will get to use the cannon. So, who is throwing their dagger first?
I will go ahead.
All right, make me a dexterity-based attack roll
Gotcha.
with proficiency. So just throw me a dexterity dagger.
All right. That's a 10. That's a fat 10.
As a 10, you throw it, and you sort of like, and you don't hit Lothbrok, but it does miss the mast because you sort of overshoot it, hoping not to hit him. And he goes, I don't think it's going to be you, Grilla. We'll see how your friends do.
Probably should have offered her to fix ship.
I have a question.
Yes.
Which requires more precision, the cannon or the ballista?
They both require the same amount of precision.
And in which case, I'm going to use my steady aim for advantage.
Okay. Yeah, you use your steady aim, you take that bonus action, get down on a knee and make a precise attack. Go ahead and you'll have advantage. Go ahead and make your dexterity-based attack roll.
OBKB. And I will be, when she goes to sit down, nobody sees anything in her hands. Alright, that was an 18, which is pretty cool, plus 11, which I think is a 29.
29.
It was like you see like a dart of shadow.
A dart of
She's one of her
shadow.
side blades.
Oh, gotcha. You throw... So, here's what we'll say. Here's the flavor for this. You swing your hand forth, and what appears from your hand looks to be almost like the feather of a raven. As it... right above Lothbrok's head, and it almost sort of like cuts his hair, like a couple locks of his hair sort of fall off his head and goes, "You are very precise. Gotherson, see if you can beat Ingrid's precision."
He's gonna use. Okay. He's not very dexterous, but fuck it. What would I roll for that?
Just dexterity plus proficiency.
That'll be a 28.
Oh. You throw your weapon, and it hits like to the point where it actually scathes some of the actual sort of bristles and hairs off the actual initial feather. It is just above the initial one. Literally, like, they're flat against one another. It is an impossible throw. And Ragnar goes, "My goodness, so skilled, the two of you. But it does seem that Ingrid did roll just slightly better. So, Ingrid, cannon is yours."
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, I am going to place our warriors around. So, Captain Canute, I am going to put you now at the wheel. And we've got Grail is sort of the bosun, so we're going to put him on this deck over here. We are going to have... we're going to have music is the first thing we're going to have. We're going to put on that Spelljammer music, because I have a Spelljammer track. Where are you? Where are you?
And I'm so sorry. Cannot sleep, cannot dream tonight.
Grillo, would you rather do this than fire the ballista?
I have good strength. It may be more useful, but if you want to fix her up, do it, Gale.
Want to switch? We'll switch.
Yeah, sure. I dap up Gale and we tap out.
All right. I'm on the other ballista now, and Grillo's on the patching.
Got it, my two G names. All right. Gorilla is going to be, the bugbear is going to be doing the bosun stuff. I believe it's our orc is on the ballista. These two Valhallian warriors sort of like give you a nod. Gale and they are going to help you aim, and they're like, "We are putting Gale the drunk on this one? That doesn't make any sense."
It's swerving all our...
Let's fucking Ragnarök, Valhalla! And they're like,
hold himself up.
Yeah. One of them just goes, fires off the side. You're like, oops. And we got Brynhilda is doing... Where's Brynhilda? Oh yeah, you're the first mate. So we're going to put you on this deck, actually, so you can kind of call to the warriors and tell them what's what. We're going to put you on the crow's nest, my bosun friend, because why not? And Ingrid, you are in charge of the cannon. You see 4 Valhalla warriors with these massive cannonballs. It takes 2 of them, despite their massive strength, to load the cannon, and they regard you ready to serve. And lastly, we're going to see Ryan, who stands up to the ballista. Those 2 warriors sort of regard you too with strength and excitement. And it is time for battle. Okay, sailing is going to go pretty easy for a very short time. You guys are forwarding forth. All is quiet on the deck. Everyone is waiting, uncertain of what is to come. What warrior, what monster, what creature, what Jotun is going to come for you. Who knows? But for now, you wait. What do they call Viking bards again? They're
Skalds.
Skalds, that's right. The Skalds sing quietly, hymning of great warriors, and all of you forward forth and making your way ever forward towards Yggdrasil, the World Tree. You are to defeat the World Tree. And you see on the horizon, ways off, you see these other Viking ships coming towards you, but they are manned by trees, branches of Yggdrasil themselves. These ships living unto themselves. The very wood of the ships are trees, and they come forth to face you. I need you all to roll.
Everybody buckle the fuck up.
Buckle the fuck up.
Oh, I haven't done a fucking Spelljammer ship combat in so long. This feels good.
So how this will work is we are going to be using Spelljammer sort of rulings. We're going to keep it a little loose because it can be complicated. So, Canute, you have full control of the ship. From this wheel, your will is powered into the wheel itself. You steer, you move the ship, is yours to command. I am going to give you the stats to your ship. I'm going to drop that in the Facebook chat right now. Anyone is free to look at them as they will. I, in fact, encourage my cannon and ballista people
To do what?
take a look at the sheet I'm posting in the Facebook. And this is your ship. This is what it's capable of. This is how fast it is, so on and so forth. I'm going to give the first mate a special action. If the first mate takes the special action, I'm going to call it like an inspire, basically. You will be allowed to use your action to make an intimidation check. And if you succeed on your intimidation check, depending on how well you roll, a number of individuals you'll be able to grant advantage on their next checks. As a specialized check. And for the bosun, when time requires, you may come and repair the ship if the ship requires repairs.
Gotcha.
But other than that, you guys are free to do what you will. I'm gonna get rid of this music because it doesn't slap.
We're fighting now.
We're fighting.
We're no longer sad.
That's right. So...
In Canada, we lose 20 people.
In Canada, we lose 20 people every time a Spelljammer ship explodes needlessly because of a drunk man on a ballista.
Yeah, it's from my homeland. Quite dreary.
Where are you from?
Canada.
Toronto? I don't understand.
Toronto. Yes, yes. The Six, as they like to call it.
Amazing.
6. Fuck off. That's great. That's funny.
I sailed across the Atlantic, seeking to conquer the Nordic countryside.
All right. What did everybody get?
9.
Oh, well, actually, let me do it the proper way. Sorry. That was stupid of me. Okay. 25 to 20.
23.
Shit. 22.
Also 22.
Oh my god.
My fellow shield maiden is welcome to go first.
Very nice.
sweet
What
to
did
me.
Ryan and Greela get? Or,
I got a 9.
Gale get, sorry.
I also
got-
got a 9.
Got it. So that will be our initiative. Or is there a preference for Ryan and Gale who wants to go first?
No, that's fine.
All right. Initiative is up. Canute, you're at the helm. Your ship has a flying speed of 40 feet per round. What would you like to do? You can also steer it.
Yeah, let's tack left.
Oh, sorry, I got that wrong.
Yeah.
You have a flying speed of 35 feet. My apologies.
Okay.
Walk faster than this boat.
What?
But I can walk faster than this boat.
Too bad.
I can
It's a big
walk-
boat. It's
Yeah,
got a
but
big old
can you
cannon.
fly faster than this boat.
That's true. Can you fly faster in this boat?
You've already tried jumping. Don't do it again, girly.
Yeah, I can't. That's true. That's true. I forget myself.
I forget myself. I can walk faster in this boat. Cool, cool. Okay. So you're going left. That's what you said?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I gotta do something to make this all work. I gotta set this so I can make sure I'm putting my ships in the right spot. So you're going left. I'm gonna use the pointer. So you're thinking of like a Mr. Ooh. In like a this direction situation?
Yeah. And down.
And down. Okay.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do a
Oh,
40-foot diagonal, making my life as hard as possible.
I have 3 dimensions. I had better use them.
That's fair. That's perfectly fair. I can't argue with that logic. So here's what we do.
Get saucy with it, Canute.
Get saucy with it.
Oh, trust me.
Get sturdy on them.
Rack it up with sauce. This is all words that Ryan has told me.
Yes, it is quite common in my homeland of Toronto.
My village of Toronto.
What a horrible
that's
lore we're
horrible.
creating.
Yeah, this is terrible, but
We'll put you.
I'm having fun though.
Okay, there you go. Forward a little bit left. Did you want to do like a full? What are my angles? A 45 turn left? Was that the
Yeah.
plan?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're bringing this about. We're bringing these guys all the way over here. Okay, turn in the right direction. Come on, we can do it, guys. Oh, we're so close. Excellent, and we'll bring them forth just a little bit because you made a little. Oh, I guess you're sort of going away from them, so they won't be pushed back a bit. Okay, fantastic. Is that happy? Does that look good
Yep,
for you?
that's happy.
Cool. I'm just gonna leave this because No, I'm not gonna leave it because I'm gonna have to fuck with it. Okay, very good, Canute. Grilla! What do you do? There's nothing to be really fixed around here as of yet. And there's some ships on the wall.
If I'm in the crow's nest, I'm specifically using the class ability. How far away are these guys?
You could be wherever you want to be on the ship, honestly.
Are like mile?
No. I would say about 730-ish feet from the nearest one. 730, 800, 850.
Yeah, as soon as like that mile marker hits or when they're within it, I just want to start like listing all the details I can because I can perfectly see within that range.
Incredible. So you would have seen them coming from a long shot and would have already had the opportunity to do this. So I'll give it to you for free. Make a perception check to see how much details you get.
24.
24. Okay. Okay, this appears to be a 4-deck ship. There is, you expect a cargo deck, a crew deck, there's a main deck, and then of course there is an aft deck, the crew deck is what they're calling it. The stern castle. There it is, that's the final answer. On the stern castle is where the giant tree seems to be grown out of, and it's kind of like got ropes tied to it, and it's almost sort of like puppeteering the actual, canvas, the sails to actually operate. And you also see on the deck there's a couple of like small branch-like creatures, sort of like humanoid-like wood creatures running around the deck getting things ready. The ship seems to be armed with a single ballista.
Gotcha.
And a number of these smaller sort of wood warriors.
3 ships, 4 decks, 1 ballista each, number of branches on each one. Just yelling down to whoever's listening.
Like, there's exactly 376 branches on the. They're like crazy details. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, incredible. Yeah. Fantastic. There's nothing else. Or actually, I would have gave it to you that before this because you had a whole mile, so you would have had like a good 300 feet before this turn. So what would you like to do now?
Well, I'm kind of just fixing stuff.
Just kind of getting ready to fix stuff.
Yeah, I am at a disadvantage if I just stay up here though. So now that I've done my little perception, I think I'm gonna just use movement to get down to the main part of the boat.
Got it. How much movement you got?
40 normally, but I could dash and make it 80 if I need to.
Okay, and that's what
Or I can just
you can
jump.
just jump the fuck off it and be
Actually,
awesome.
I'm a level 20 adventurer. I jump the fuck off.
All right, where are you landing? Which deck do you want to try and land on?
Right beside my girly. Right beside Brunhilde.
Hell yeah. What's up, girly? Make me an athletics check Actually, you can't really succeed this athletics check. You jump off. It's a 90-foot fall. You hit the deck
Gonna do
hella
a superior
hard.
landing.
You look really cool as you land, and you sort of like stand up, and we're gonna see the half movement as you like sort of straining on your legs because they hurt like fuck. You're gonna take 96 damage.
Do it.
But who gives a fuck? You're level 20 adventure.
Hurt me.
We're basically gods.
Let it be known, I always make a bad move for fun.
37 damage to you, my friend, as you land really epically beside Brynhilda.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna immediately lay on hands and heal that damage.
It's incredible.
I knew that was gonna happen.
If there's nothing else, Grilla, then Brynhilda, you're absolutely able to do that if you wish to.
Yeah. I land beside you, Superman pose.
Oh wait, shit. Are we within attacking distance?
Depends on the weapon you're using. Yes?
I just checked that. The cannon is 600 to 2400.
That's right. So you can fire on them, but it will be at disadvantage.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm so sorry. I cannot heal you right this second, Grilla, because I need Ingrid to put it into shape, and I'm going to intimidate her to try to give her advantage.
Okay, make me an intimidation check, special action, to see if you can sort of intimidate the crew into doing the right thing. 18? 19? 19, okay, gotcha. I'll give it to you, but that will be specifically for Ingrid. So Ingrid will be provided advantage on their next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
I'll eat you in a minute, my girl.
Thank you much.
All right, fantastic. Is there anything else, Brynhilda?
How? Oh, 40 feet. Nope, that's all.
All right, that brings us to Ingrid. Let's see. The ship isn't really facing anybody right now, but that's okay. We're gonna rule of cool. We're not gonna worry about that too much. The captain kind of sort of started to point the ship away, so we'll say you get a shot off before he did that, if you wish to.
Question.
Yeah.
Are we assuming that I'm loaded and ready to go, or is this when I'm starting to load? Okay, cool.
No, so yeah, all of your...
It's a 4-action economy, so I got it.
So all of your siege weapons have a crew of Valhalla warriors there prepared to do sort of the labor work for you, and you guys, all you have to do is aim and shoot. So that's not to be worried about. You've got four warriors there who have already loaded for you, and they're like, "It is ready, shield wall," and you just have to aim and shoot.
All right. Whichever one is. Am I within range? I guess that's the first thing.
You're within the disadvantage range, but because of Brynhilda, it's going to be a straight roll.
All right.
Which one do you want to shoot at? Middle left or right?
Let us shoot at the one that is to screen left, please.
Got it. That one over there. Okay, go for it. This ship begins to... This giant cannon begins to swell with the energy and power of the Aesir. The power of the gods swells within this cannon and lets out the most ear-splitting, smoke-propelling blast you've ever seen. Ingrid, roll me a +6 attack roll.
Cool, that is 23.
23 will hit the living ship without issue.
Got it, boys.
Go ahead and roll me 16
D10?
D10 bludgeoning damage.
Right. So
I will ask you, you do have a choice in what you wish to aim at here. Do you wish to aim at the hull of the ship, the ballista on the ship, or the tree itself on the ship?
I think I'd like to aim at the ballista.
Okay, fantastic. Go for it. Give me that roll. This fucking ballista's fucked, dude.
So this is 6d10 right now.
That's,
It's 16, but I don't have 16d10, so I'm gonna have to roll them in piecemeal.
No worries. No worries at all. A lot of damage.
Alright, so 0 is a 10, 4 is 14, 8 is 22. 3 is 25. 5 is 30. 2 is 32. Guys, help me remember 32, please.
Yeah, got it.
32. 32.
35.
Now I've got
32.
I'm rolling 5 more.
Stop
27.
it, Brandon. No, no.
15.
Got a
Ragnarök, look at you
9,
again.
and a 1 is a 10, and a 5 is a 15, and a 5 is a 20, and a 2 is a 22. 32 and 22 are 54.
Yep.
I think.
Correct.
Rolling the last 5. 10, and a 1 is an 11, and a 5 is a 16, and a 4 is a 20, and a 10 is a 30. So 30 and 54 is 84.
Incredible.
How much damage total?
84.
84 damage. You, and with remarkable precision, the cannon fires right, like, sort of behind the tree and blasts their one siege weapon to smithereens. Completely fucking gone. Their range capabilities have been disabled.
Nice.
Now we know they're gonna ram us.
Okay, so that brings it to my next question. Do you need me? Am I keeping track of every 4 rounds, or are we just doing it every round because I got these guys loaded up for me? Thank
You're
you.
good. You're good. Unless those guys start dying, we don't need to worry about that too much. But that probably won't happen, at least not for a while.
All right, then I believe I am good this round. Thank you.
Fantastic. As you finish you fire, you see Ingrid, like, just from the sheer force of the cannon, the whole ship is like, is sort of like almost pushed back, but the magic of the ship keeps it forwarding forth. But Ingrid is like thrown back against the wall through the door, and Ingrid, you have like a moment, and you see the warriors begin to start like preparing for another shot, turning the gears, throwing in another cannonball, preparing for your next turn. All right, it is time for the living ships. It is time for them to take their turns. They're moving towards you, slowly but surely. Careful, easy does it. Easy does it. Okay, there we go. Come on now. Come on now. They don't move very far. They're gaining on you. They're trying to get to you, apparently. And these are finicky. Oh, it's so far away. Come on, give me at least close to 40. There we go. Okay, that's close to 40. Okay. 2 of them are going to take ballista shots at you guys, and they're going to, I think, aim for your cannon, because that is a big old scary cannon. Or maybe, what are they going to aim for? They're going to aim for the hull, because if they can get you to stop moving, that's pretty great. But that cannon, though, guys, I'm going to roll, see what they're aiming for. They're going to aim for the cannon. That giant cannon is trouble. We need to stop it from hurting us. Okay, so they're going to fire some ballista shots at disadvantage. Oh, they might not be in range yet, actually. Jesus, where are they? Holy shit, they're far away. Nope, not even close to in range. We're not worrying about it right now, because they are not in range. Okay, that is going to bring us to Ryan Doltherson. What's the play?
I don't think they're in range yet, are they?
No, they're not in range. They're not firing their ballistas. You're not firing yours.
Could I get all of my men to aim at the one that's already been damaged, or one that looks like it could be about to ram us?
Yep. That guy over there.
Right.
Yep, they sort of pull it around for you.
And he's just kind of like, I guess, a commander on a ship or whatever. Like, he's like got his hand behind his back. He's got his hand up, his fingers. He's like, hold
Yep.
Hold.
Holding the fire for sure, for sure. Absolutely. Okay. You're holding your action to fire, no problem. That is going to bring us to Gale. Gale, you're on the ballista. What do? Your warriors have loaded up your ballista. What's the plan?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed it. Are we in range or not?
Not yet.
Okay. Yes, I guess I'm also gonna hold my action. I will take a bonus action. Bonus action dodge.
Oh, okay. You're spending a key point, patient defense.
Yep.
Hey, no problem. Anything else?
No, that's it for me for this round.
Yeah, you're sort of swaying a little more heavily, keeping your eyes out, and they're like, this is insane. Your warriors are not very confident in having a drunk behind the wheel, so to speak. Incredible. Canute, Captain, what's the play?
Okay.
I will
is
say,
probably-
I'll put it out there really quick, Canute. I gave it to Ingrid the first time, but unless the ship is actually somewhat pointed at the enemy, the cannon's not going to go off.
Okay. There's probably going to be a half move,
Okay.
but I want to dive towards the furthest right ship, and then kind of like pivot on the keel, and bring the cannon to bear.
God, you want to sort of like, if they're out there, you want to kind of like go in and under and then turn at the last second kind of deal? Got it. Okay, love it. So you're going to move... What are you moving? You got a 35 move. I'm going to put out my little thing here. Okay, so you are going to aim yourself at these guys. I'm gonna bring them over here. Sweet. So you're gonna aim the ship at this one right here. Come on, boys, don't be shy. Nice. You aim it at them. You're gonna move forward and under come on, brain, you can do it. 35 feet. So we're gonna move them up about half that. About 15 feet, we'll say. Push them forward to that 35 there, and then so that his ass is sticking out. And then you're going to aim the ship at the last guy. Just... Come on now. Almost. A little tricky. I want to make it precise. Whew. Gives me no small amount of stress. There we go. That's about right. That's about right. Aim yourself at... Oh, I could go a little more, I guess. A little more, boys. Come on. Okay. There we go. I think this one got pushed back a little bit. Alright, there we go. We're ready to go, and I'll just point them at you. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now we're cooking. Okay, incredible. Well done. That brings us to Grilla. So Grilla, you just did a super epic, cool jump off of the main mast. Very impressive. What do you do next?
just because I'm anticipating, my shield sister healing me, and I don't want that to be wasted just yet. I'm gonna second wind.
Fair enough. Second
Uh,
wind.
I just wanted to feel cool for a second.
And that is important to feel cool.
And that is going to end up being...
Man, 480 range, that sucks.
I'm gonna heal 20 HP.
20 HP, very nice. Is there anything else? You took Purple Dragon Knight, right? So everybody
No.
gets a little extra healing from your second one? No? Okay.
I did not.
Okay.
I wanted to be effective.
Fair enough.
I think... Because that was my bonus action.
You got a full action.
Yeah, I think action dodging isn't a bad idea right now.
Okay. You just kind of like brace behind the
Yeah,
mask.
bracing, I guess, is a better word for this.
No problem, no problem. They're closing in your enemies, no worries. Alright, if that's all, Brynhilda, what are you doing now?
Try to intimidate the crew again.
Alright, who are you intimidating?
Well, I can't just intimidate the whole crew.
Yeah, if you want to intimidate, like, the general crew, yeah, go ahead and make me an intimidation check. Yeah, depending on how well your rolls, how many people you can give the advantage to.
I got 19 again.
19 again. You may pick one person to grant an advantage to.
Look at me.
All right, once again, you're like, Ingrid, get off your ass and get in front of that cannon. And Ingrid's ready to go, hopefully. Very good, Brynhilda. Ingrid, it is your turn, and I have some great news for you. I believe you're in range. Let me check. I'm gonna check real quick. Ooh, you are just shy of in range, actually, I'm afraid to say. Just shy, but you will get a straight roll because of your great first mate.
Huzzah!
That note was crazy.
Sing a hymn to Freya as I roll a 23. No, sorry. That was no, not 23. It's plus 6, 18. I'm sorry.
No worries. What are you aiming at? Are you aiming? Which ship are you aiming at to start?
The one that I've already hit.
All right, you aiming at the hull or the tree?
I'm aiming at the tree.
Okay. And what did you roll? Was your total?
An 18.
An 18 will hit the tree. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. I need my math helpers again.
I gotcha. No sweat.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So here's the first 6 coming up. That's an 8, a 9. Jeez. An 8, a 7, an 8, and a 7. That's crazy. So 2, 9, 8, 7, 8, 7. One of these up. Do 2 more rolls for 5. If you guys need me to take pictures of these rolls, I will. This is ridiculous. A 9, a 10, an 8, a 10, and a 3.
Once more for the second set.
I think.
9, 10, 8, 10, 3.
Okay.
And then I'll do one more like that. And this is a 4, a 5, a 5, a 9, and a 10.
104, I think.
All right, 104 damage.
I'm not sure. Do you have it, Eric?
I'm just doing the math in my head. 29, 37, 40, and the last batch is 10, 19, 29, and 40. 48 and 40 is 98. Yeah, 103 actually.
103. This giant cannon goes off. You are thrown again, Ingrid. You guys see this massive ball of force go flying right past their sail and blow an enormous chunk out of this tree, and the ship sort of wobbles in tow but continues to come forth. But that tree just got smashed to hell. It is missing a humongous piece of its chunk. It is hurt badly, and you hear this sort of groan of pain and anger from the tree. Is there anything else?
Nope. That's pretty much what I got.
All right, the living ships continue to push forth at you guys. With their whopping 40-foot speed. I feel like it keeps bouncing back every time I send it forward. Okay, do as I say, not as I do. Why is it doing that? What the fuck? Okay, there we go. Sweet. Just making my way. Oh, deal that shit later. There you are. Still attempting to close ranks. But it is long sailing to get to you guys. You have long range weapons. But they do have a couple of tricks up their sleeves. You see, though, the ships are still quite out of range. Something else is going to happen. I'm going to double check to make sure they are indeed out of range. Yep, they're out of range. But you do see there's a glow that comes from each of the trees, and a glow begins to happen on the actual vessel of your ship. You're going to see that the mast, the wood on your ship, begins to sort of animate and come alive as you see these trees awaken on the deck of your ship. It seems that the battle has been brought to you in a more melee sense. So, if you'd be so kind, I am going to lay your new enemies out on the field of battle for you. Oh no! And they will roll their own initiative. They roll shit, so they're gonna go after. They're gonna go at the end of initiative, and that's that. That'll bring us to Ryan Doltharson. Now, Ryan Doltharson, you're holding your action. You see this tree appear from the very deck of your ship. What do you do? Would you like to have let off your held action?
Yes, please.
All right, same for you, Galt. All right, both of you roll me some ballista attack rolls on these guys. Only one you can see.
$21.
That'll hit. Roll some damage.
Shit.
Uh, 15 damage.
15 damage with the ballista. It is going to take half damage as its bark is sturdy against such attacks. It's going to be reduced to 7 damage. What about you, Dalterson?
I rolled a 12.
12 will not hit. Your ballista shot bounces off of the hard bark. Okay, but it is your true turn now, Dalterson. What do you do?
Alright,
You're gonna fire the ballista, or do you have other plans?
I have other plans.
Alright, nonetheless, it'll be loaded and waiting for you when you get back.
Alright, he's gonna reach out his hand as he's walking forward, and you're gonna see a hilt like almost like it was just forged, just and then the blade just appears.
Hell yeah.
And then he is going to brandish his long sword of sharpness with his shield.
Hell yeah. Or he's going in for attacks.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah. He runs in.
And can I reckless attack without raging?
Mm-hmm. As long as it's a melee strength-based attack.
Oh hell yeah. So yeah, he's gonna reckless attack this guy.
All right.
That'll be 24 to hit.
24 to hit will hit. Roll all your attacks. Get your attacks out of the way.
Oh, yes indeed. It'll be a 21 on the next hit.
That'll hit.
Alright. Since this is a long sword of sharpness, when I attack an object with this magic sword and hit, maximize my weapon damage dice against the target.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be 13, and I would like to Eldritch Smite this.
Alright, go for it.
And the Eldritch Smite is a
So
5th
two
level
13s.
spell slot. Yep,
Got it.
13s. And it's a 5th level spell slot, which that would be 5d8 added on. That'll be 22 damage on top of that.
Alright, 22 damage. As you strike, there is a blast of energy that sends this giant tree creature off of its trunk feet and falls prone to the ground. What else?
Is it dead? Or is it
No,
just...
but Eldritch Smite, unless it's a gargantuan creature, they fall prone.
Right, okay. And yeah, and then I'll just fucking kind of stand over him. I'll just stand over him, and yeah, I guess wait for the next one, I guess.
Fair enough. Okay, that's gonna bring us to Gale. What would you like to do, Gale the Drunk?
Yeah, how far away is that one on the bottom deck, on the lowest deck there?
Alright, let's take a look. From you?
Yeah, let's say I jumped the whole way.
Honestly, you could jump up on the railing and attack from the railing. I'd say about 50 feet. We could probably cut that down if we needed to.
All right. If I could do it in 40. Oh, no. Never mind. It's not as far.
What if you did... If you wanted to jump?
Yeah.
What if you got to the end of the stairs for 20 feet? It's still a little far, even with a jump.
That's all right. How far is the other one away? The one on the...
You have 40 feet of speed?
I have 65 feet of speed.
Oh, you can get there easy. But
yeah,
the
but I
other
want to
one
be able to get back.
Got it. If you run down the stairs or if you jump, it'd be like 50 feet there.
Okay.
50 feet with a successful jump, about 60 feet on foot.
All right, that's fine. I'll go to the one on the lowest. I'll run, jump down to the one on the lowest deck.
Got it. So you're gonna go here, 20 feet. You're gonna jump off and you're gonna land here for 45 feet. Make me an acrobatics check to see how cool that looks.
Cool.
You jump in the air. You do like a slow catch air flip, and you land on the railing with like sort of a near perfect balance. But obviously, you look very drunk as you do so.
Yes. Oh yeah, I want to do a lot of flailing like this when I land.
Oh, you just.
A lot of windmilling when I land. Yeah.
Oh, you're like, oh shit, like you're gonna fall off.
Right.
You're like, ah! Even the treants are like, oh, so you're gonna fall off.
And then, so I'm going to bonus action rage, and that will fire off my 1d6 of lightning damage for 5 damage.
Okay, and what's the radius on this little aura you put off?
Oh, it's melee range, 5 feet.
Oh, just 5 feet. Okay, we don't need to worry about it then. Yeah, as you go into a rage, there is this. The sound of Mjolnir sounds off, and a crash of lightning slams into your chest and forwards out from you. Rather than harming you, it harms your enemies. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually a 10-foot aura.
And it gets even bigger.
All right. So there's 5 damage for that, right?
Okay, 5 lightning damage.
And then I'm going to attack.
All right.
Unarmed strike. $22.
22 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage, or was that the damage?
No, that was the to hit roll.
All right. Yep, that'll hit.
So that's going to be 10 damage.
10 damage will be reduced to 5. It seems that trees aren't hurt so much by punches.
Oh, this is magical damage, though.
I understand.
Okay.
Just by the nature of it being a tree, it seems that punching it doesn't seem to be as effective as other things, maybe.
That's fair. And then I guess I'm going to go ahead and flurry of blows.
Go for it. You have 2 attacks, don't you?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Only one of them gets the flurry of blows. Should I do the other full attack first?
Yeah, do the other attack, and you already used your bonus action to rage.
Oh, that's right. Oh no, 16 that time.
16 that time. That will hit still. Go ahead and roll damage for your 2 attacks. Or for your second attack, excuse me.
7.
7 will be reduced to 3. Unfortunately, it seems that punching a tree isn't as effective as who knows what. Is there anything else?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Flurry of blows is a bonus action, so I'm not able to do that. Okay.
All right. Is there anything else?
Nope. So that is it for me. Thank you.
God, it'll bring us to the treant's turn. So, you have attacked recklessly, and you have raged. That makes you a pretty prime target, my friend. A pretty prime target indeed. This guy who just got punched by you twice, he's going to kind of sort of almost like swatting away a fly. He's going to bring his hand around. He's going to try and smash you into you, Gale.
Okay.
That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Hits.
You are going to take 14 reduced to 7 bludgeoning damage because you're raging.
Right.
And with his second slam attack, he's not very smart, so he's going to do it again. You're pesky, so he's going to hit you. 26 to hit. You're going to take 7 bludgeoning damage because you're raging.
Okay.
Rather than 14. Okay, that's all this guy does. This one, I think, is going to attack Brynhilda because she's very loud. All right, it's going to attack. Slam attack. 27 to hit for 20 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, hits. And they take 5.
5 damage in retribution because you're a conqueror.
Yeah, it's radiant. No, that's not true. Sorry, I'm trying to find what.
Radiant sounds right. No.
Psychic damage.
Psychic. It sort of hits you to kind of hits it, like kind of grabs its head, and it's really not that smart. So it's gonna be like, oh, I poked something that hurts. I'm not gonna poke it anymore. That's its logic. And he's gonna go and be really sad because that hurt a lot. And he's gonna jump down. Or actually, I'll roll to see if he decides to keep hitting you. No, he's gonna be like, that hurt, I'm leaving, you suck. And he is going to run to the bottom deck. He's gonna jump over the side here. You may take an opportunity attack if you wish, Brunhilde.
Is he leaving my range too?
Do you have a long range?
I have 10 feet with my long arms.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, sure. I'll give it to you.
Go, bugbear.
Can I attack recklessly, please?
Yes, you, it says on your turn, so no, you can't attack recklessly on a reaction. Yeah.
That's a critical failure.
All right, you swing at him. Roll an attack against Grilla.
No.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
to confirm. Friendly fire. What'd you get?
33.
What?
33.
33.
Yeah, girly?
That hits. Brunhilde, roll some damage against Grilla as you miss and you.
You want to
hit
smite
Grilla.
while you're at it?
Yeah, why don't you smite? What did you get, Grilla?
I got a 29 to hit the
That'll
thing.
hit. Go ahead and roll damage. What kind of damage is this?
This is going to be just piercing. Run-of-the-mill classic piercing damage.
Oh my god, that was perfect damage for 18. I'm sorry, man. That was brutal. That was my first. Oh god. I'm nervous, maybe.
Yeah, Brunhilde's like
Ragnarök.
doesn't know that sort of in the moment, in the heat of the moment, forgets Grilla's behind and sort of like brings the pike around, just like stabs Grilla in the eye.
Well,
My other eye. I 15 piercing damage.
15 piercing damage, got it. That will be reduced to 7 piercing damage. It seems this isn't the right kind of damage to harm a tree with. And now that he's dropped to the bottom, he's going to use his last slam attack against Ingrid. Because Ingrid's the only real or actually, I'll roll. Yep, it's going to be against Ingrid, not against the Valhalla warrior. And you, my friend, are going to take... Oh, I got to roll to hit. 20 to hit.
What was that?
20 to hit.
That will hit.
You are going to take 21 bludgeoning damage.
Is there any uncanny dodge evasion thing I can do as a rogue?
I don't know. Check your sheet.
I'm trying to figure out.
Well, are you a level 5 rogue?
I am.
Then you can. You can use your cunning action to take half damage.
Yes,
Or,
I
I
would
mean,
like to
you could... uncanny dodge, sorry. So you'll take
Yes.
10 damage instead.
That was better. Thank you.
Nice.
Not
Okay,
yet.
the tree ant is going to stand up, and he's going to just start pounding on Daltherson because he hurt him. And that's mean. So he's going to take slam attacks against you. 27 to hit.
I've been manning a cannon.
Are you raging, Daltherson? Or you attacked recklessly, so I get advantage.
I'm not raging.
Not raging. Okay, you're going to take 19 bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
There we go. And that's going to be, for the second attack, it's be 18 to hit.
That will not hit.
Will not hit. You manage to get your shield up, and he pounds on your shield, but not enough to harm you, good warrior. Canute, there's giant trees everywhere on the deck. What are you going to do?
Let's see. Move. I'm gonna keep the ship on target, and close range. Action. I'm gonna reach over and run the tips of my finger around one of the runes etched in my bracers and activate Armor of Agathis.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And yeah, you can use an action per Spelljammer rules. These are secondary effects if you're controlling the ship. Okay, yeah, Armor of Agathis shoots up and out and ready for you. And you are going to close your whopping 35 feet towards these bad guys. Hell yeah. Well done, Knut. All right, that'll bring us to Grilla. Grilla, what do you do?
Yes. There's a lot of things happening right here at the end of the ship.
We are trees, we eat meat. Wait, what?
Is there one that's necessarily closer to one of my friends? Like, how are we doing here?
Your friends are all up and in their business, all over the place, dude.
Cool. I'm gonna hit the one that made my my bestie over here stab me. I think I'm gonna go for the one that just ran off.
Got it, that one right there. Go for it.
Yeah. Both rapiers out and at the ready.
Right.
I'm just gonna swing at the bitch.
Go for it. You in a rage right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go into a rage. Yeah, bonus action. I'm going into a rage.
There's so much rage on this ship. Wow!
That first one to hit is a 27.
27 will hit the tree.
I'm just rolling all attacks at once.
Yep.
That is a 29 on the second hit.
That'll hit.
And then for my third, 22.
22 will hit. Roll me all that damage.
Gotcha.
Yep, give them to me individually though. And don't forget your rage damage.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay. Start with the lowest. 13 piercing for the first one.
Okay, that becomes 6 piercing.
17 piercing.
17 piercing becomes 8 piercing.
And then 16 piercing damage.
16 becomes 8 piercing damage. All right, you're piercing in, you're like chipping the bark away like a little bit here and there, but boy, you wish you had an axe right now.
Listen, I'm sure.
Is there anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay, gotcha. Brynhilda, what do you do?
Your spear is still stuck in my skull.
I'll remove that. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
I got another eye.
So all right. We've got 2 treants on the lower deck, right?
Oh yeah.
Which one seems the least damaged? I can tell.
They're all looking pretty good. The one at the top deck is taking the most damage, but these two they're pretty close. This one's been hit more times.
I'm gonna try to dispel magic one of the trees, the one that's not damaged as much.
All right, so you point at the guy who hasn't been hit as much, and you cast your magic. You cast your seer magic off to try and vanquish an entire tree, and it falls into a pile of wood, gone, defeated.
Noticing that the traditional piercing, bludgeoning, whatever, isn't working very well, I'm gonna cast a 3rd level spiritual weapon on the nearest.
Got it. What does your spiritual weapon look like?
It would be an extension of my pipe.
That's what all that noise was.
Oh, that was the wrong answer, but all an axe! An axe! It's a tree, goddammit! That's fine. I'm just kidding. It's fine. You point your pike at him, and this sort of energy fires out from it. And you can't cast 2 spells in a turn.
Oh shit, you're right. Duh, my bad. I'm gonna skip that and get that spell slot. It's lost.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, you sort of think about the gods, and Ragnarok is upon you, and you call forth that power to give you a little bit extra boost in your spells. Well done.
All right, that's my turn.
Okay, that's gonna bring us to Ingrid. Ingrid, there's monsters around, but you are the master of the cannon. What do you do?
I have 2 attacks per round. Does this mean I could shoot the cannon and hit something?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Yeah, if you want to let off the cannon and then turn around and attack, sure, go for it. I don't know if that's official ruling, but it sounds cool, so let's do it.
Nice.
All right. So I am going to steady aim the cannon.
Okay. Oh, you're just using your steady aim, are you?
I can't go anywhere. Like
That's fair.
there's a tree that's hitting me. So
Keep in mind you can't move for the rest of the round, but yeah, you're good.
that's fine.
Cool.
All right. So 16 plus 6 is 22.
You look at the other Vikings and you're like, hold me steady, and they like tie you to the top of the cannon so that you're held extra steady, and you look down the iron sight and let it off.
22.
What are you aiming at?
I'm aiming at the tree.
Alright, go over the tree again. That'll hit. Roll me some damage.
All right. I have my math friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, I need a 6 dice. There it is. Nope, that's not it. Here. Where it is? Okay, that'll work. Sorry, my dice got swirly. So this is 6.
Nice.
So that is a 5, a 3, a 7, a 10, a 3, and an 8. You guys get that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Going out. Round 5. 1, 2, 8, 10, 8. And the next round is 1, 3, 4, 3, 1.
77
Wow.
damage.
Blowing me, 77 damage.
I put it in the calculator as we were going.
Thank you.
You blow the tree off the back of the ship, and the ship begins to, with steam and smoke coming out of it. That is a dead ship. That is gonzo. And this ship fucking goes spiraling off into the vast sea of the universe. Gone, defeated, no more.
All right, so I have another attack, and there's a tree on me. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a tree standing right above you.
I'm gonna hit it.
Cool, go for it.
My +1 longsword.
Hell
I don't
yeah.
know if that's gonna hit. That's a 16.
+1 sword. No uncommon items in this game, my friend.
Didn't.
I said one very rare item and all the mundane items you'd like.
Okay, then it's just a sword.
Cool. No worries.
Actually, I'll use my side blade.
Sure.
That'll be easy enough. It's right there anyway, so, I guess that's 14 plus 11 is... Or are we keeping the same roll at the 16? Or do you want me to re-roll?
You don't need to re-roll. That's okay.
Okay, so it was a
16?
16.
16 will hit.
Alrighty. For a whopping 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. Got it. And that was what kind of damage?
It's slashing damage.
This is your Psy Blade? Is that not psychic?
Yeah, but doesn't it count as slashing damage?
You tell
Or
me.
is it psychic?
Psychic.
I'm looking for it. Yeah, okay, you're right. I'm sorry. It is psychic.
No, no worries. You sort of swing this blade at it, and it goes through its body, but it does affect its mind and harms it. Yes. Is there anything else?
No.
Your warriors look at you, and in fact, I'll say the same thing happens on the whole ship, including for Grilla and Ryan. The Valhalla warriors look at you all and go, "Should we keep loading the weapons, or should we fight at your side?"
Load the weapons.
Keep loading the weapons.
Oh, sorry, she's the first mate. We gotta do what the first mate says.
This is
So they start like asking the various yeah, exactly. Everyone says the same thing. But yes, the first mate says, "Keep loading, you sea dogs," and they all kind of keep loading. All right, fantastic. That'll bring us to the living ships. There's only 2 left. The other one has been blown to smithereens. They're gonna do what they do, and that is advance. Big whopping 45 feet. Alright, let's see if we're even... Oh my god, we're never getting in range here. They're gonna keep making their way forward. They're gonna hope those treants can save the day. Alright, Daltherson, what's the play?
Alright. Within melee currently. Yeah, I would like to rage.
You're 1v1ing this tree.
I would like to rage, please.
You go into a rage.
And then, like, he just reckless attack again, and yeah, he's gonna make 2 attacks on that boy.
Go for it.
That'll be 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Alright. And... Ooh. Okay, a natural 20 on the second one. That's real special for this sword.
For this sword, yes, it is.
Yes. So I'll roll damage. Well,
I think that you having to roll a second d20 and roll another nat 20 in succession, I think is bullshit, personally. You carve like part of its arm, like a little chunk of its arm off, and then you cut at it says, let's see, you lop up one of the target's limbs, the effect of loss determined each hand, the creature's no limbs to sever. Ooh, I get to use this dice. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
yeah.
I have with me sort of damage location dice. There's like upper leg, foot, there's a head, there's a torso. I'm gonna roll this dice, and that will determine what limb is chopped off. How's that sound?
That sounds fucking phenomenal, dude.
And we'll do the damage as well regardless. Okay, I'm gonna roll it over here. All right, that seems to be the left arm. So you
Nice.
turn around and go, shing, and with like barely a swipe, like without too much force of energy, but a slice, the arm of the tree goes flying to the side of the ship, lands on the ground, turns back into planks. The giant tree grabs its arm in pain, and what I'm going to say that does is that's going to make it lose its multi-attack feature. So it only gets one attack
Nice.
per turn.
Oh, very cool.
Now go ahead and roll your damage.
You got it, buddy. So that'll be, and with crits, all the dice I roll are max, right?
That's right.
Okay, so
Only the crit dice, so to speak. So
I got
if
you.
if you crit and it's usually a D8, you take 8 plus the roll. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that'll be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Because I'm raging. So, hold up. 15 plus 1d6 plus 3 Radiant.
Yeah, just give me the grand total. Yeah.
5, 6, 7. And then an additional 5 necrotic from Life Drinker.
Yeah.
Alright, so total is 27 damage on that guy
Total 27 damage.
with the crit attack.
Got it.
And with the other one, it'll be 6. 19 plus an additional 5. 24 damage on the second attack.
Man, 24 damage. That was pretty close to your crit damage. Are you sure that was, you sure you got all the damage in there?
Did I?
It was like 27 for the first attack. That was 24. Did you add the damage dice total? Or did you just roll really good on the second and real shit on the first?
I rolled a 4 on the first and a 6 on the second. And then for the second attack, it was I rolled a 5 out of 8 plus 5. So.
Did you add the crit dice damage? Where you add like the maximum possible total?
For the
on
crit
damage?
one, it rolled 6, 2, and 5. So I said the first die was 8, and then it was plus 2 for the second D8, and then plus 5.
Okay, cool. Yeah, if it works out, just wanted to check, make sure.
Yeah, I think I'm doing
Hey. Good job. Yeah, you slice into this tree and you're just fucking this tree up. You're 1v1ing this tree. Everybody else is working hard on their trees. Brynhilda killed one with the wave of her hand, but you're over here just slicing it with your legendary sword. Anything else?
Could I tell them to shoot the tree with the ballista?
Yeah, sure. These guys have been loading up, so I'll say this is what happens. Ragnar Lothbrok is going to run over to the ballista, and he's going to take a shot.
Okay.
He rolls a 25. And that's going to be 18 reduced to 9 damage on the tree. You see it kind of half sticks into him and then kind of falls out. And you're starting to get the sense that slashing is the way to go for sure.
That's what I've been using.
Nice. Okay, incredible. Anything else, Dalterson?
I think that's it for me, my man.
Alright, that brings us to Gale.
Okay.
What do you do?
I'm going to stumble along the rear here till I'm in melee range with that tree.
Okay, shouldn't be too hard. You get like right in front of the bugbear.
Yep. And then I'm doing like 2 unarmed strikes and my flurry of blows for my bonus action.
Go for it.
So, elbow, headbutt.
Nice. Elbow, headbutt. Combo. Up, down, left, right, center. Up, down, left,
A,
left,
B,
left.
X, Y, X, Y, Z.
Oh, 19, 27, and a crit.
That'll all hit.
All right, so let's see. The 19 is going to be 16 damage for the unarmed strike, so halved.
Okay, so 16 becomes 8.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was incorrect. It was 8 damage half, so it was 4. It rolled the crit for me, which I wasn't that.
Gotcha. So I gotta give it.
So that was 8, and then another 10 halved is 5,
Got it. 5.
and then this one will be the crit is the unarmed strike. So that's going to be 22 halved is 11 more.
There's 11 more. Excellent. Anything else?
All right, and then I'm going to use Drunken Technique to get my free disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to run up to my ballista.
All right. There's sort of like a slight bump in the ship, and you kind of feel like, you kind of like fall back off the railing, and the tree doesn't like thinks you're falling, so it doesn't go for you. And then you just kind of like land on your foot and just take off at massive speed. He's like, "Oh, I missed an opportunity attack." Oh man. 10.
I have like 75 feet. So.
Okay, we're not worried about it. You get to your ballista. All right, you load up. Fantastic.
All right.
Anything else?
No, that's it for me for the turn.
All right, it's the tree's turns. I am the Lorax. This tree. Who are we gonna hit? There's so many people to hit. I'm gonna roll D4. It's going after the bugbear.
Do it.
All right, Grilla, and you rolled recklessly, so this is at advantage.
I did not.
Oh, you did not. Never mind. You're gonna take. It's gonna be 23 to hit for 24 bludgeoning damage. You're
That does hit.
raging.
It's gonna be 12.
It's gonna be 12. That's right. Okay, 12 damage to you. Next attack is going for. Is gonna be going for Ingrid. Ingrid. That's a 25 to hit. I don't believe you attacked recklessly, so that's gonna be 21 bludgeoning damage. Oh no, you.
Cutting action. I can use my bonus action or my
Uncanny dodge. Uncanny dodge.
Yeah.
That's right.
that thing.
So you can take 10 bludgeoning damage instead. And that'll be the tree. And I think we're at the top of initiative in which something else happened. From the darkness of the astral sea above, you hear this sound come piercing into the sky and almost appearing from the black shade of the darkness in the direction of the boat, sort of almost in a massive bound past all of the ships and appearing and landing on your ship. Your whole ship, boom, rocks as you look forth to see the great black hound, the World Eater himself. Fenrir steps along the hull of your cannon. With his great gaping maw, the wolf foretold to eat all things in the end of the world. Here at Ragnarok, foretold to eat Odin himself. And he enters initiative. And he's going at the very end.
I think the tree ant I was fighting didn't get a turn.
That's right, he didn't. I'm going to give him his turn. So we're going to miss Fenrir's turn. He goes at the end of initiative. We're starting initiative again. But this guy, he's going to take his one attack at you there, you raging devil. And you attacked recklessly, so that's advantage. 28 to hit.
Yes, that'll hit.
That is going to be 9 bludgeoning damage. You flake it off. It's no problem. And he doesn't get his multi-attack because he's missing an arm.
Cool.
Okay, Knut. You see Fenrir, the devourer of the world itself, stands upon the deck of your ship, and many more close in. What do you do?
I will keep us pointed at that one of the two remaining ships, and then continue to move us closer.
Got it. I know.
They look so fucking doofy when they move, dude.
Yeah.
Like somebody's trying to drive manual for the first time or something.
It does look like that, absolutely. All right. Anything else, Canute?
Yeah. Then as an action for me, I'm just gonna turn one hand back towards the tree that's behind me.
Yep.
And I'm gonna cast Cone of Cold.
Ooh! You blast this Cone of Cold up. Roll some damage. And I'll roll a, what is it, con save?
Con save DC 18.
That is going to save. These guys have some pretty decent con.
That's okay. It's 40 points of damage.
Ooh, is that halved?
No, that's the full.
All right, so it'll take 20 cold damage. Still, decisive amount of cold. This thing is hanging on by a thread between your cold and Dolthurston's martial prowess. It is hurting bad.
Actually, let me check one thing super fast.
No worries.
If it has any cold resistance, I ignore it.
Got it. It doesn't have any cold resistance.
Okay, that's fair. That's it for me.
All right, Grilla. What are you going to do, Grilla?
How far is that little thing between the gap between the edge of where we're standing and the beginning of where the cannon's top is? What's the distance in that gap?
A mere 17 feet.
Cool.
For a very strong
Can
barbarian.
I get a running start?
If you want to take a 5-foot step back and then run into it, yeah.
Let's do this. I'm closing that gap.
What's your strength score?
20. With a running start, I have a 20 feet horizontal jump.
5, 10. We're going to call it 20 feet. So that's 30 feet without a roll required. You step back and you go. You put your foot up on the side of the deck and you boom, land right before Fenrir, who looks down at you with teeth bared. Bared at you. That was only 20 feet of speed, or that was 30 feet of speed because you backed up, ran into it, and then it was a 20 foot. So what next?
How far to get to him? To get to Fenrir?
With your long reach, only 10 feet.
Gotcha. Let's get within that 10 feet. Yeah, here I am. I'd like to put myself in a situation. I'm gonna attack the wolf.
Go for it. Attack the wolf.
This should be Odin's problem, right?
Well, it said that the wolf will... You know what? Roll me a religion check to see if you know the relevance of what Fenrir is said to be doing.
I can do that. It's gonna be a 13.
13. It has been foretold that Fenrir, this sort of demonic hound, will devour not only Odin but all of his Valhallian warriors, and will then be slain by one of Odin's sons with a spear, but not before he devours all of the Valhallian warriors.
Fun.
So
Well,
you are
in
fated to die to this creature.
my first roll is a crit. That first attack, fucking.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Oh, I'm within 10 feet, right? Not 5.
That's right.
Darn. Okay, but I will take that. Roll the second attack. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
21. Let me go grab his block real quick. 21. That'll hit.
Gotcha. Okay. It's a hit, and this next one is a 32 to hit.
32 will hit. Go and roll damage.
Okay. I'm gonna roll the damage for that first crit one first.
Try to organize a little over here so I can see what I'm doing.
23 on that first attack.
What kind of damage?
Piercing.
Piercing. Got it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have Piercer. I get 1 more D8 for that. So put 5 more to that. 28.
5 more to that. 28. Got
Second attack is...
Sorry, give me the damage one more time.
28 for the first attack. That's the one that crit.
Got it. 28 damage. Well done. You do this damage, and though it was a decisive hit, the wolf does not look terribly hurt.
Gotcha.
What did you roll on the attack? Sorry, I'm a million things going on. What was the attack roll? It was a crit, doesn't matter.
That one, the first one was the crit. I have still 2 more attacks I'm do the damage for.
Go for it. I'm caught up now.
Okay, sorry.
No, that was my fault. No worries.
That's maybe 14 piercing on the second attack.
Okay, 14 piercing. It'll take it. Is this magic? Yeah, this is magic.
Yes, my rapiers are magic.
Nice.
And then 13 damage piercing on the third one. I didn't use a bonus action this round.
More damage. Okay. Okay, what next? Anyone else?
I didn't use a bonus action this round, so my second rapier is going to come up for him, which I didn't think about till just now. 25 to hit, so...
That'll hit.
13 plus 2. It's 15 damage. Piercing.
15 piercing damage. Alright, you start dealing damage into Fenrir, but Fenrir does not look too hurt. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm holding my line.
On the line. Alright. Legendary action, you ready?
All right, let's go. It's just eat.
I mean...
That's its action. Yeah. Just eat.
Yeah, just consume.
It is going to use one of its legendary actions to attack. It is going to try and bite you.
Hell yeah.
Was this reckless?
No, there was no advantage on these attacks.
Understood. How is a 31 to hit?
Yeah.
Alright, it bites onto you. You, my friend, are going to take... You are going to take... You're going to take 58 points of piercing damage reduced to 29 piercing damage. And you are grappled and restrained in its mouth.
Hell yeah. Happens to the best of us.
Happens to the best of us. Brynhilda, it is your turn. You see that your girlfriend is being real heroic and glamorous, but she might have trouble living up to her namesake if she doesn't get some help soon. What do you do?
Let me get rid of this other tree, and so Greg could keep shooting.
Totally up to you.
No, how the hell? So I think I'm gonna just do that anyway. But I'm coming for you. I'm gonna help.
Leave you.
How are you gonna all this big talk about defeating this tree? What are you gonna do about it?
Oh, I just need another dispel magic.
All right, you wave your hand again, sort of fuck off a little bit, and the tree falls once more back into planks of nothing. Get off of there. All right, fantastic. Anything else?
Yeah, bonus same. Yeah, same thing. I'm gonna get Furnace Divine Power and get my spell slot back.
Fantastic. Anything else?
I would like to move closer. Yeah, maybe. I also have a 20, so I'm gonna. Yeah, do the
Go for the
same
jump.
thing. Yeah.
Right. Step back 5 feet. Go for the running jump. 10 feet, and then with 30 feet you land without issue. Bam! Right there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of hold the line there for now, I suppose.
Understood. That is going to bring us to Ingrid's turn. Ingrid, you have Fenrir, the greatest alpha predator, and the world wolf fated to bring apocalypse, standing upon your cannon, and 2 more ships on the way. What do?
I'm gonna shoot the tree on the next ship.
All right. Man, this girl, she does not like gardens. I hate living things.
Fine, don't shoot at me.
No, that's fine, man. They're
I
mean
like
ones.
murder. Welcome to Valhalla, bitches.
I will steady aim and not be moving because where am I going to go?
Fair enough.
And that's a nat 20.
Fuck
Ooh,
yeah.
Let's get.
There
I
you
don't
go.
even know if I need you to roll because that's. I'll be. I don't think a tree's living through that. Let's think here for a second. Let's think here just for a second. That big old cannon. That's 160 damage without a roll on top of it. So you get a perfect steady aim and you're like, now, and you, and there's a blast that goes off, and you completely obliterate the mast, the tree, and everything about a mile behind it. And that tree is gone, dead, nothing to worry about any longer. There's only one left. All right. Sounds like that's it.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else until next round.
Fair enough. Well done. Great shot. Brings us to the last living ship. It's like, fuck, man, I haven't gone in range yet. They're blasting. This was stupid. It's gonna go big old 40 feet towards you. We're gonna see if maybe, just maybe, it's got its ballista shot on you guys yet. Come on, come on. Haha! It's in range. It is going to fire on your cannon at disadvantage and try and start dealing some damage to it. Ballista shot fires. Double natural 19s is going to hit. And your precious little cannon is going to take 19 piercing damage out of its 250 health.
Damn it!
No!
Got
What are we
It
gonna
sort
do?
of chips the side of it. And they're like, yeah, we did something in this combat. Woohoo! That will bring us to Ryan Doltherson. His treant is on the verge of death. What do you do?
Ryan Doltherson being the warrior he is. Yeah. Let's just keep trying to chip away, I reckon.
Alright.
Yeah. Reckless still. That'll be a 22 to hit.
22 will hit. Roll some damage.
I don't roll shit. That'll be.
Oh, you don't need to roll. He's got fucking 5 hit points left. How do you kill the treant?
Alright, so, you know, in this flurry of slashes and the arm flying off and everything, I think it tries to sweep him with its arm, and he just, like, ducks underneath, and then his eyes turn white as he uses ghostly gaze to see where the essence of this creature is, and then he takes his long sword, flourishes it, and shoves it right into the chest of this.
And it sort of stumbles back, and as it does, sort of like a Voldemort in Philosopher's Stone, where like he turns to sand, kind of falls apart. The treant sort of falls back, and he kind of brings his arm up to swing at you, and he just sort of disintegrates as he does so, as he comes at you and falls back into planks of wood on deck.
And then Brian will flip his hair in the wind as he looks back at the next threat.
You see Fenrir about to swallow your very good friend. Nobody
And
saves them.
I call out to the ballista to fire on Fenrir.
All right, and it will do so. It fires a shot, and it hits Fenrir, and it shatters across his hide. No damage done.
Okay. In that case, I use bonus action. I'll get closer, probably at the top of the stairs.
All right.
And,
Ryan Doltherson the Bold stands.
and Can I drop rage? Or is that a bonus action?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
It's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action to drop it, or you can just wait for it to go down.
Okay. I don't think I have anything ranged for you. Yeah, that sucks. But I'll just chill for now.
Okay, got it. All right, Gale, you're at the ballista. You
Yeah.
see your friend in the mouth of Fenrir. What do you do?
Yeah, I did just also see the ballista, the other ballista not be very effective. So, am I within 120 feet in a straight line of Fenrir?
Let's find out. Yes, you are.
All right. Behind Fenrir, then I guess on the top of the cannon, I'm going to use the ring of shooting stars to cast ball lightning.
Ooh,
Fuck.
that's
All
cool.
lightning.
Fenrir takes 2 charges of my 6. Fenrir needs to make a dex save versus 15.
Fenrir making dex saves. That is a 19 to save.
All right. So that's going to be half of 40-12.
And this is what kind of damage?
Lightning.
Got it.
So 40-12 is 22, so 11 lightning damage.
11 lightning damage. It takes it as it goes off and is angered by this. Is there anything else?
Nope, that's I'm gonna use my bonus action to take a dodge.
Got it. Got it.
And then that's it.
Got it. Got it. Fenrir is going to take a legendary action to make another attack, and is going to use a massive paw attack against Brynhilda. Because it's got Grilla in its mouth, it's going to take its massive paw and it's going to swipe at you, Brynhilda. It's going to be 33 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Got it. You are going to take... kills. 4 and... Oh, it's 24. You're going to take 24 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
29.
You just save. You're pretty close to
Just?
save.
Just?
He smashes into you with an incredible force you have never felt before, and you manage to put your pike in the ground and hold fast before almost being knocked off the side of the cannon. Could
Oh,
have been bad, but you saved. Preents are all dead, which means it's Fenrir's true turn. Fenrir,
Oh no. It just saved. That's insane.
is going to make a bite attack against Grilla. Well, to swallow you. It's going to make another attack against you to swallow you.
Okay, understood.
And you had attacked recklessly on your turn, so this
I
is
did
being-
not.
You did not. Okay, I'm gonna
No.
just take that back then and re-roll it. I think that's gonna hit with a 30.
Yes.
He throws you up in the air, and you fall into the mouth of Fenrir and disappear into its belly.
Damn.
And it turns and looks at you, Brynhilda, and is gonna try and bite you with its multi-attack. And that is going to be 37 to hit.
Definitely hit. I've got a 17 AC, so.
Got it. Got it.
Oh, but he does take 5 psychic damage.
Oh no. You're gonna take 6
adds up, man.
piercing damage. You are grappled and restrained in its mouth. And it will take how much damage? 5?
Yeah, for each attack. Okay.
Okay, God, that was only one attack. So he bites down on you and has you in its mouth, and he is going to take you and run. He's going to land, bam, right here on the deck of the ship. All right. That brings us to Newt.
Okay. Going to continue to move towards the ship that I'm aimed at.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna put him dead center. And we'll put you a little closer for 35 feet. And then you're gonna move your 35 close. Very nice. What next?
For me, I'm going to cast a 4th level air bubble on Brunhilde, myself, and Ryan. Because I get an extra 2. And I'm going to cover myself, I'm going to cover that, and that way if any of the 3 of us get swallowed, we're really not worried about
Okay.
suffocating.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
These
that was
bubbles are
clever as fuck.
Very clever. Incredible. Is there anything else, Canute?
Nope, that's it.
Rila, I have some bad news, my friend. Your spirit, your soul, is no longer with us. You have been devoured by Fenrir. That brings us to Brynhilde's turn. What do you do, Brynhilde, within the mouth of Fenrir?
Gonna join my friend.
Yeah, you're going in.
No, I'm not going in. Wait, there's like no. Oh, fuck. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to break the grapple.
All right. Make me an athletics check to see if you can break free from the maw of Fenrir. This will be an incredible feat of strength, just to put that out there.
Get a 30.
What'd you get?
30.
30?
Yeah.
Brynhilde, sort of like, trying to think of a, something similar, but basically you've got your like legs on the bottom maw and your hands on the top, and you kind of you sort of like turn yourself into a jack and just with all of your might and with great difficulty, push the mouth open and manage to throw yourself out before his maw snaps down behind you and you free yourself.
Yeah, and that was my action, right?
That was your action, yes, to break the grapple.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna fall back and regroup with my friends because that was some shit.
All right, you're dashing.
Girl just got eaten. Yeah.
All right, like there.
Where is everyone?
Everyone except for Ingrid, who is still manning the cannon, is on the top deck.
Oh shit! I can't leave her. Oh my god. Watch her back. Fuck. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I gotta do something. Yeah, I'm gonna Ingrid and
Sorry, what was that?
I'm gonna fall back to Ingrid.
Okay, you're gonna jump down.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I gotta go. And also the opportunity attack.
Okay, you jump, and there's good news for you. Technically, falling is considered forced movement, which means that opportunity attack will not happen, which is Good for you. So you jump down, you land next to Ingrid. Very good. Is there anything else?
Bonus action rage.
You go into a rage. Fantastic. All right, that's going to bring us to a legendary action from the wolf, who's going to run to where there are so many delicious spirits. I'm gonna. There's delicious spirits on both. I think, yeah, we're going to the top deck. I think he's just going to take a movement. He's going to go up and try and oppose Doltherson. All right,
Me. Yeah,
Ingrid, what do you do?
I'm going to fire on the other tree.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll.
Steady aim.
Steady aim gives you advantage. Go for it.
17 plus 6 is 23.
That'll hit. Roll some damage on the tree.
All right. Math peeps. Let's do it. First round, 9, 1, 0, 5, 7, 2.
0.
10.
10.
Oh, okay.
Next round, 4, 8, 10, 3, 6. Next round, 6, 8, 2, 7, 4.
87.
87 damage. You blast a hole in that tree, not quite killing it, but harming it exceptionally. Anything else? That's movement. Did you do the focus aim, whatever?
I did. So like, I
Alright,
can't
so you-
move.
Yeah, can't move.
So yeah, I'm good.
All right, this brings us back to the ship. Ship's going to move its that much speed. It's going to take another shot at your cannon. Disadvantage. That's a natural 1. For some reason, there's no bolt flying. Maybe something bad happened on the ship. Who knows? That brings us to Doltherson. Doltherson, you face down Fenrir, the bringer of Ragnarok. What do you do?
Okay. How far away is he? Like 10, 15?
From you? 10 feet.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, I forgot.
Huh?
Fenrir regenerates 20 points of health.
Oh, got it. I'm gonna look down the stairs. Excuse me. Ryan is gonna look down the stairs, and he is going to grit his teeth, just as Fenrir is, and he's going to drop rage. And he's
Calms
going
himself.
and he's going to smile at him as he says, "That's as far as you go." And then he casts Force Cage.
Oh,
Force cage, you fucker. You fucker.
nice, nice.
I hate this spell.
I love this spell.
And it's just like you know how, like, Viking I guess architecture is, with like the runic kind of swirls and shit like that. Yeah, it's like the chain like swirls around, and then it just like starts made out of warrior steel. He just
Damn, okay. I thought you was all gonna die. You bringing this force cage down on Fenrir, and you see, as is legend, as Fenrir had been contained for so very long by golden chains, they all wrap around him once more, and I'll just say, like, as the ship is moving and these chains sort of like almost fly up from the side of the ship and sort of bind around Fenrir, he is like ripped from the side of the ship and thrown from the ship into the astral sea, giving the gods some time to regroup before this great monster breaks free once more. You have effectively re-restrained Fenrir as the gods had done once before. Well done.
Ryan Daltherson stands at the top of the stairs, wind blowing in the vacuum breeze, and he just looks to the rest of the crew. So onward then.
And after a decisive blow from Ingrid's next turn, I have no doubt, this ship will fall. As we are running a little out of time, I'm going to expedite. One last bombardment shot blasts a hole through the final ship, and you guys continue to sail onward. A victory scream is had, but voices murmur and in fear for one of the most dangerous, violent, and powerful warriors in all of Valhalla fell this day to Fenrir. Rila the Undefeated no longer is undefeated. Has been permanently slain.
But it took Fenrir to do it.
It did. It took Fenrir, the bringer of Ragnarok, to do it. So with that, your ship forwards forth into the astral sea, making your way ever forth towards Yggdrasil, your target. You must free Odin from the roots of Yggdrasil, as he has been double-crossed by the Great World Tree, and you must defeat it. As you make your way forth, some new music comes on to start.
How much time does it take to get there?
Enough for a short rest.
A short rest. Okay. I can deal. I can deal.
Yeah, you guys go moving on. And as you do, very quickly the atmosphere is going to start to change around you. The sort of cold exterior, the sort of splash of the astral sea on your cheek, the astral winds billowing through your hair, you feel a smell on the breeze, and it smells like home, like Norway, like the motherland. But not in the cold depths of winter, but in those rare sunny days where the wildflowers bloom and the grass greens and the trees flower, or the trees get their leaves, and you can smell sort of nature on the breeze through your nose. It smells like the homeland, the coming home. You see the astral sea begin to part before you, and you find yourself coming into an altogether different place. You find yourself coming into a place that brings genuinely a tear to your eye. Beauty, green, blue, cloud. All of the starscape of the astral sea begins to fade as you move through thick, dense cloud, and all the while feeling that sort of nipponiere of home. You make your way through to see a massive 200+ foot tall tree, gargantuan in shape, beautiful bark, probably as hard as any metal the gods have ever produced. Boughs of green and an amber bark that trails all down the body, and within it all, a kind motherly faith. You see Yggdrasil, a tree that binds all the worlds of all the realms together. Target you must slay. A god in its own right, the god of all gods, the creator of all things, and also the ender, has captured Odin. And you must free the great god who brought you to his mead hall and saved you from death. This is your job. But I think we're going to end the session early because this is a big battle we have on the horizon. And if everyone has time, we're going to find time next week where you may go forth and defeat Yggdrasil. It will be a battle like none other, my friends. I promise you that.
Oh, I'll make time.
Excellent. We'll
Fucking
chat.
quit my job.
I don't need to make time because I'm dead.
Well, you can make a new character. There might be another hero on this show.
No, listen, I had an idea. Just hear me out. Right? Open minds, open hearts.
Closed hearts.
If we remember Zabilna did give
Don't.
back his stuff, right?
Don't give
So
me this
of
hope.
course he died,
Don't.
and he would have gone to Valhalla, right? Why can't we just bring Rasputin in? Because it would work.
No.
Because Rasputin is made for one thing, and it was to be whatever the fuck is happening right now at level 13. So we can't give him that power.
No.